be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Bro, you're fucking fine. Hold on.
No, I told you last time. You have to wait for it.
You don't tell me anything, okay? You fucking listen. No, I'm just kidding. You did warn me, and I forgot. Okay, it's my bad. Got to do it again. Ready? No. Okay, that's all. That's it. All right. On that note. Anyway,
what a way to start.
Yeah. Well, can't all be bangers, bro. We have an awesome guest tonight, but before we get to that, don't forget to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com where you have 23,000 podcasts. Literally, I'm not lying at all. Wink, wink. There's a lot there. You got Phone Booth Podcast. You got the Philosopher King Podcast. You've got Pick Is In. You've got Here's the Thing. You've got Dualistic. You've got fucking Fasting Pussy.
Mind of Madness.
I can't even keep up.
Detoxing the Matrix.
Oh, yeah. Allie, Detoxing the Matrix. Her stuff's starting to pop up. Already 2 videos.
Oh,
She's
shit.
Start putting out more soon.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And then also Translucid thing.
Coming soon.
And then the merch, which is this one. This is a good one.
I'm going to have to order one of those and send it to you in Sweden since you can't get one.
Yeah.
Tariffs and all, I'll send them, bro. Don't worry about it.
Send it.
Your Poppy Trump messed you up with your tariffs.
Fuck it. It's worth it. It's all good. So.
All good. Anyway, tonight we're talking to, I guess I call her BlueMontauk. I call her Jen. I don't know what you guys call her, but you know her. You love her. What up, Jen? What's going on?
The applause ended.
And there it is. What's going on? How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing really good, except that my back is hurting really bad. So you are in my bedroom with me as I have pillows propped up.
What happened to your back? Who fucked your back up? Back up.
Somebody in lucid dreams, because I woke up like this. And this happens sometimes. Yes, it's an interesting topic that I've posted about, but sometimes I wake up and I have somebody beat me up or something. I can't explain it, man.
So you think something that happens in a dream can actually bleed through here into
yes.
this?
Somebody posted about this, replied to me and called me a super soldier, whatever that means. I haven't looked into it yet, but so I have lucid dreams almost every night, and I didn't actually remember my dreams last night, which is weird for me because I usually do.
I used to have very vivid dreams. I don't know if I would go as far as to call them lucid, but they were strong dreams. Last 8 years, I can probably remember 2 when I wake up. They just went away. I don't know what the fuck happened. I have no clue.
That's interesting.
Just went away.
I remember when I took this fucking camera, man. When I took capsules of this substance called L-theanine, something, I don't know what the fuck it is. When I took those, L-theanine, every night I had one of those, where I was I saw vividly in the dream, and I could maneuver it like in real time. I don't know. And that was the only thing I took differently. So the L-theanine was the thing for me. I don't know.
I forgot
you
what that
take?
is. I don't know. Maybe we should
Some
Google it.
extract from green tea, or I don't know what the fuck it
Yeah,
was.
it's like pretty benign, so that's weird. Like I don't take any.
Yeah.
drugs, but it
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Gotta try
So
some of
something
that. See if it
happened
kicks
last
my
night.
dreams.
I don't
What?
know what it was.
Besides you getting beat up in your dream?
No. Something
That's
happened that I'm unaware of in my dreams.
That's
And I just
crazy.
woke up in my bed, and also my shoulders like, ugh.
Maybe you were fighting a demon. I don't know.
I was
Maybe.
doing something because I was like, I don't know. So if I twitch
But-
my shoulder, don't think I'm being like weird. I'm just like, ugh.
Can I
No.
say this though?
I make no promises.
One thing happened one time a year or two ago where I heard a melody inside of my dream. And when I woke up, I still had it in my head. So I started to, Haria. I was like, ooh, that sounds like a good chant to do
Right.
something with. And then I did. I went into the studio, made it into a song. So that was the first time ever, like a song melody came from the dream into this place, this reality. So
That's cool.
Nice.
I've heard of that happening to people, but it's never happened to me. That's for sure.
yeah, I never knew it worked, but
So I've been told that dreams are also reality. As much as like what we do every single day in life, like dreams are reality. And so that's why I pay like a lot of attention to them. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, mind blowing if you think about that being real. But
You know how you always feel like sometimes in a dream it can feel like a lot longer than you were asleep? So I used to have this theory that what if it is a real reality, and when you sleep in your dream reality, that's when you're alive here, and when you sleep in this reality, that's when you're in that one. So your
The
sleep
flip.
state and your awake state are literally two different realities, and you just don't remember it all when it wakes up. That's why it's like, I was only asleep for 5 hours, but it felt like 3 days. Well, it really was 3 days in that reality. You just came back over.
so I've been
Right.
told that like it's like you leave like one avatar and then you like kind of go into another one, right? And so like if you have nightmares or bad dreams or nightmares or whatever you want to call them, like that maybe you're having like toxic experiences in your real life, and so you're entering like a low vibration or like a low level avatar, right?
Yeah.
If you have like really good experiences or like remove those bad energies from your life, then you'll have a really good experience in your dreams.
yeah. Have you also noticed that if you get to know somebody new in this life, they can now be in your dream in the future. Like
Yeah.
I can be in your dreams from now on. You know?
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, motherfuckers.
It's not fucking creepy at all, bro.
But it's weird, isn't it?
Imagine if you
I
just
can't
walked up
promise
to somebody
dream
on the
with
street.
you. I mean, I can't control this, but like,
It may happen. For me, I always remember it being like the thing you only thought about for a second during the day, and then
Yeah.
somehow you dream about it. Like just something that was in the back of your mind, like some weird
Yeah.
clerk at a fucking convenience store, and you're like, "What
Right.
did you dream about that?"
like a non-starter person. right?
Yeah,
Like an
but he's like
NPC.
he's somehow helping me fix my Volkswagen that I've never owned in a dream. Like I don't fucking know what's going on, man.
I can attest that when people help me fix my car, they do often end up in my dreams. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like,
That's cool.
I would imagine if anybody's ever made you a sandwich, they probably end up in your dream.
Same thing.
Crazy,
There you
though.
go.
What if the dream world, not to go into the dream world for this whole session, but what if the dream world, just like Ted said, is like, or you said, I don't know who said it. I don't know who said what.
Somebody
anymore.
said it. It
Somebody
doesn't
said
matter.
It's
It
been
was said.
it. It was said, yeah. What if it is exactly just as real, just the complete opposite of this world, where nothing really makes sense?
The
You know?
only thing I can have with that argument, not argument, but just something to think about in that, is how you just said you meet somebody new and they end up in your dream. That would mean that you'd have to meet them in that reality also, which would mean that those realities have to somewhat mirror each other. Something to
Yeah.
think about.
Yeah.
It's different timelines, yeah.
Crazy shit.
You
Yeah,
cut
you
out
cut out
there?
a little bit.
I don't know why.
Speak up,
Well, we
woman.
get crazy
No, just kidding.
immediately, so that's cool. I'm down
Crazy.
for that.
Crazy.
Crazy off
immediately.
the bat. Yeah, she's
Ah,
like,
yeah,
we're just
yeah.
getting crazy immediately.
Uh,
So hold on. So before we go too far, anybody who's listening, which I doubt there are many who listen who don't know who you are, who listen to us, but who are you? What do you do? What do you
who
talk
the
about?
fuck are you?
Yeah. Who are you?
Okay.
And where can people find you?
Oh, BlueMontauk. That's my at BlueMontauk, which it's not related to the Montauk Project. I'm just gonna throw that.
That's
out
what
there
I thought
Oh,
at
yeah,
first, but then
I
Most
we
thought
people
talked.
so, too.
ask that question, and so back when I was like a normie and not posting conspiracy stuff, I had this for years. I only started posting like conspiracy stuff. Well, I started posting in general when Elon took over, which was what
Ah.
2021 ish, I guess. I don't know, something like that.
Somewhere around
22-ish.
Something. Okay, and that's when I started posting, and so I've had this app for a long time. And Montauk is my favorite place. I guess maybe top 3 places to visit. It's Montauk, New York,
Interesting.
which is literally the tip of New York. They call it the end because of the Long Island Sound. It's like a beautiful place.
It
to
is
visit.
beautiful. I've been there. It's
And
gorgeous.
I'm
Gorgeous.
obsessed with whales. I love whales. I love going on whale watching tours. I'm like the crazy lady at the end of the boat, like hanging on, for dear life, when everybody's like vomiting in the back. And I'm like, so that's where that came from. And I guess the blue just came from, like, I love the ocean, and that's my favorite color.
So when were you a normie?
Well, I guess I've never been a normie, but
Yeah,
I guess that's probably not really the right term.
yeah, half
Not
normie,
awakened.
semi-normie.
Yeah,
Whatever the
before you
word
were
is for
awake.
that.
Yeah.
Before I was totally awake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
So-
did that happen? When did you wake up, if you will?
Well, I'm old, so I'm gonna put that. I'm 51, so I went to law school late. I graduated in 2022, and as I was graduating law school, like I said, that's about when I started. Elon took over, and I started becoming very curious about a lot of things. I was listening to Andy Huberman. Do you guys know who he is? Andy Huberman Andrew Huberman is
I don't
a very
actually.
famous podcaster. He's a scientist and professor of ophthalmology and neurobiology at Stanford University. And I used to love listening to his podcast because I sucked at math. I still suck at math and
Yeah.
science in school. And he would break down science into like really palpable, understandable like chunks of information. And everybody should follow him. He's amazing. So I would listen to him, and he was like just something that would take my mind off studying for a long time. And the one thing that he turned me on to was staring into the sun, like sun gazing. Right? Okay. And so I was like, this is mind blowing, like, staring into the sun. So I was walking a lot at the time and staring into the sun, which was really cool. And so when I got on X, because I was like looking into sun gazing ideas and stuff, of course I ran into flat earthers, like, because flat earthers are really into staring at the sun. And so that's how I found.
That's what we do,
Yeah, that's what they do. So I found Ted. And so we go way back to that time, years. We've known each other for a long time. And all that
Cool.
whole group of people, right? And I started getting like flat earth curious at that time. And yeah, so that's what happened. And so that was the beginning of like what I want to call my awakening, my real awakening. And also that's when I started unwinding a lot of my, I don't know what to call it, but what happened to me in law school, right? What happened to my brain in law school? Because there were so many things I was taught in law school and not taught in law school that I should have been taught. Like I never knew what Black's Law Dictionary was, for example, right? So I
Which
started
you would
learning
think.
I started learning like what the legal system really is, and I was like, oh fuck, like,
What is the
no,
Black
maybe I
Law
don't
thing?
want to practice law after
Oh, God.
all.
You
right?
haven't
So-
seen that, Vince?
I've heard something one time years ago about something.
It's like the real actual law book where it explains how everything is actually
Oh!
looked at and
I heard something that they call us human.
Monsters.
We're
Yeah.
monsters, we're slaves. It's yeah, it's just it's unbelievable. Like I couldn't believe that I wasn't taught that. I mean, yeah, of course I was taught to submit in law school and just bend over and take it, and you're not allowed to ask any questions and all that stuff.
No.
But like the unlearning of what had happened to me there and really understanding that I don't want to participate in this system, or maybe I don't want, and it just started really messing with my head. And so I was going through kind of this crisis of my mind, like I don't know if I can submit to the system. I'm questioning everything. I've been lied to about everything, and I just like all these psyops are now appearing before me, like, and I'm highly intuitive, which we can get into all that too. But
Yeah.
as a person who can like understand these things on an intuitive level, I'm just like my mind's just blowing all over. I just can't take it. And so I just it took me a couple of years to like really start to unwind and unlearn like everything.
I
So
didn't
this
know
black-
that you had went to law school so late. I respect that even more. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Thanks, Ted.
Because the people who do it just like it's the path my parents put me on. Like you
Right.
didn't choose that. Like you had life experience and then chose to do it.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you had a rude awakening after, but still, I think it's cool that you have a law degree. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And that you. So I want to ask you. So you go to school, you get your degree in law or whatever, and then you have to pass whatever state bar. Correct?
No, well, I don't have to if I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
So here's the other thing I did in law school. I earned.
That's good.
You don't have to like pick a track in law school, right? You can just go to law school, take the bar, you can do whatever, right?
Okay.
So when I was in law school, I fell in love with dispute resolution, right? Dispute resolution
Yes.
is negotiation, mediation, arbitration, that kind of stuff. And for those who are listening and don't know what moot court is a really cool thing that you can compete to get into, that it's run by the ABA, that's the American Bar Association. And you go in to compete to try to get on these teams and negotiate against each other and all this wild shit, okay? And let me digress a little bit.
Yeah.
So I took a negotiation class in law school and I just fell in love with it. And this was like my favorite professor, and he was super cool. And I didn't go to a great law school, okay, but I'll tell you why I needed to go to this particular law school, and we'll get to that, but I don't want to digress too much. But my law school was phenomenal in dispute resolution. Even though they aren't the greatest law school, they were like well known for this. And they also had won the last year's ABA moot court. So they were like well known for this. So they were like top 2 in the nation for dispute resolution. And mostly because of this professor who was running this program, and he was so good as a like a coach. And so when I took that class, I loved it so much that I was like, I got to get on this team. I really fell in love with this and I really wanted to do it. So I tried out for the team, and I got to tell you, like the package that they gave us to study for like trying out for this team happened to be about sports law. And I was like, I've never seen a football game in my life. I don't know what the
Thank
NFL
God for
is.
that.
I've never seen like anything. I don't know anything about
Me either,
sports. Like
almost.
people have to tell me the games on, because I don't even own a TV. Okay.
Yep.
I own no TV.
Oh,
I haven't watched a TV
that's
in like
crazy.
20 years. So I was freaking out. But anyway, I actually, by some miracle, made the team. Okay. And I became like obsessed with moot court during law school. And like, it was like the one joy of law school, because everything about law school sucks. Like literally fucking.
So what is
everything
that
sucks.
for people like me who have no clue? What does that mean? Moot court.
Moot court? Yeah. So it's like they run, like you go, once you get on a team, okay, you go and you train and you go to this national competition, like, and it was on Zoom, it's on Zoom. By the way, I went to law school during COVID, right? I go to
Oh
law
my
school,
God.
Fucking COVID happens like a year
Fucking
in.
retarded.
Everything's on Zoom. You have to be on Zoom 24/7. Everybody gets to see you drool and eat and cook and everything. Like I was in law. I
And
was
some
on Zoom
guy
all
from
day.
CNN jerking off. Did you see that one?
Yeah, you get to watch each other do everything, because you can't fucking leave your camera without a doctor's note. So that was great. So we go, we're on Zoom, and So you're basically like you go to these national tryouts before like these judges who are like lawyers, like who are pretending to be judges, right? And or not, they're really judges, but they're like lawyers being
Yeah.
judges, right? Or whatever. And they just you go into rounds, and my team won the first round, which is awesome. We should have won the second, but I don't want to go there. I'm traumatized. But anyway, so I did great in moot court. I actually loved it. It was great. But it's like you just you have these negotiations, and you're pretending to be lawyers, and you just do negotiations in front of the judges, and
Nice.
they rate you, and but it's a huge deal to like law school students. Like it's a big deal.
So what do you negotiate? Huh?
They'll give you a setup.
Mm.
Right, like I said, like that one was like sports law. They'll give you a setup. They'll give you like they don't give it to you ahead of time, like very very shortly ahead of time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like here you go.
A packet, right? They'll give you
You're
a
like,
packet,
"Fuck."
and they'll be like, "This is what it's about." Like, and you have to like just look at it and say, "All right, this is what you need to prepare to go into this negotiation." These two people have, or these two sides, right? Like this company is going against this whatever,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have to go there and represent them and ask them questions, and you just have to pretend you're going into a real life negotiation for your client.
How much time do you get to prepare for the thing, the negotiation? Like, is it like 5 minutes from now? Let's go, bam, or do you get like a?
You get like yeah. I'm trying to
little.
remember.
Yeah.
The first round you get a little bit more time, and then you get less on the second, and then if you were to go to the third, then it's like the morning of. So it's like. Yeah,
Okay.
I honestly don't remember how much time they gave
Yeah,
us on
but
the
it's
first
not
round,
like
Some
immediately.
days.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe like the day before, but yeah, it gets like less and less, right? But anyway, in preparation for the moot court, I went, like I said, I got on this track. So I got on the dispute resolution track, and I earned my certificate in dispute resolution theory and practice, which means I had to take all these classes.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take after negotiation, I took like arbitration. I wrote my long paper in that class, which I got an A on. I did really well. And I did theory and practice class, and then just all these different classes. So what that means is, going back to what I do, what that means is I'm a certified, arbitrator, mediator, negotiator, et cetera, et cetera. So I can charge people to do mediations, etc. I actually love mediation more than anything because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Like, sit down and shut the fuck up.
We're gonna
Listen to
mediate this,
me.
people.
Yeah.
Let's just chill. So no,
That's
I don't
crazy.
have
I
any
would be
desire to-
horrible at that. That's
Yeah.
like what I'd be worst at. Like, I'd be like, oh
Right.
my God, this person's totally a bitch. I couldn't be impartial. I'd be like, look, dude, you're being a
Yeah.
fucking bitch. All right. I don't know how you do that. How do you put yourself outside of it and be like, this is what's right, even though this dude's a bitch, you know?
Well, that's why I love mediation, because you're not making any decisions. You're like, when you're an arbitrator, you are. It's like you're the judge. Like, this is final. I'm making the decision, which is great. But when you're in mediation, you're like taking two parties, and you're like, I'm gonna make you guys make the decision, and you take them into like separate rooms, and then you make them come to make the decision for themselves, and that's why I like it. It's more kind of like my wheelhouse.
I feel you.
So that's part of what I do. Yeah. And I'm sorry if none of this is like making sense. I'm trying to describe moot court to people.
No, I
like,
get-
You're like, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
get what you're saying. I get what
I
you're
hope
saying.
so.
You good?
I don't know. But
There
anyway,
are
that's-
people. Huh? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go.
No, I was going to
There
say
are-
that's only part of what I do is the legal stuff.
A little part.
Yeah.
But there are some people, conspiracy theory people, who said like, listen, when you're in court, just deny it all, or say the judge is not real and this is not real. And I don't know what the fuck. The law of the sea, law of the land. I don't know what the fuck. Have you heard about that shit? Like,
Oh yeah.
you can just say you're not. This is not a real fucking court case. I don't know what the fuck this is.
And that's not me. You're talking about those people, right?
Yeah.
People that
Yes.
say like I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I know some about that. I've looked into it. I have not tried that myself, and I'm one to say like you need to really know what you're doing
Yeah.
before you try to do that. And there are people on here like that do know what they're doing. I know them personally. I've met some people who know how to do that.
Watch our
And-
episode with Brandon Joe Williams. It's a great one. God.
Okay.
sorry.
So Is it like you have to say the right words or the
You
right
have to know
things?
exactly how to say it.
It's
and
like
the
a
proper
puzzle. You have
procedures.
to
And if you
unlock
fuck it
it.
up, you're done for.
They fuck you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that, faint of heart. You have to know exactly what you're doing. And I
Don't
will
do
tell
it.
you, it's not something they would ever tell you is possible in law school. They do
Yeah.
the opposite, right?
Yeah.
They train you like a soldier to go in there and not know anything about that. That's not something I ever learned in law school. And
But who-
again, that's something else
Mhm.
that pissed me off when I got out of law school and I found out that that's possible, right?
But who
Yeah.
made that thing possible? Is it themselves, the rulers, or whoever the fuck came up with these court law
According to
things? Like,
them, it's that they have to follow those laws. They can only manipulate you into believing that you have to follow their laws because these are the real laws of the original before all this was created.
but why do they have to follow it? Why can't they just say, no, we don't follow it, and you go into jail no matter what you say? We don't follow it. Fuck it.
This
Just
whole
come in.
it's a everything like that those people, the people you're talking about are saying is true. Like this whole thing that they set up is made to keep like lay people, right, out. It's
Yeah.
made to keep them dumb and stupid, including lawyers, right? They
Ah.
don't know what they're doing. They're doing what they've been trained to do.
Yep.
They're not doing this because they're malicious for the most part, right?
It's the same
Because
thing
they're
with
trying to-
doctors. Doctors are taught in medical school that this is what helps people. It's petroleum based medicines. Look how far we've come. They're not
Mm.
bad people. They want to help people, but they're taught a flawed system, just like lawyers are taught
Mhm.
this system.
Is that also why the language is so fucking? Is it
Yeah,
complex?
the
lawyer-
legalese.
Yeah.
It's its
Yes,
own
well,
language.
This is hilarious. Like, tell an esquire what an esquire is. Like, Google it. It means you're serving the queen. Like, I've worked for 5 attorneys, okay, and they're like, "Oh shoot, I'm an esquire," and I'm just like,
Do you even know what that
okay.
means, bro?
like, you don't know what the fuck you're. I've asked my law
Yeah.
school friends that I went to law school with, like, do you know what an escort is? None of them know what it means, but yet they can't wait to get that behind their title.
I know
right?
what an escort is. It's close enough for me.
You
It's
do.
close.
That's good. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And they make the same amount of money, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they do.
They're just whores to different
Good.
systems. That's all. You know?
Good.
they're
for them.
serving the king rather than the queen. That's the
Oh,
difference.
I like the. I mean, no. Anyways, yes.
So yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. But like, you're not taught to ask any of these questions, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hate to harp back to it, but it's the same thing as medical school. Like, people go into it, I would imagine, being like, I want to make a difference. I want to help people. But it's kind of like jumping into a video game. Like, you still have to play by the rules if you're jumping in that system. Like, you could have these grand ideas, but then you get in it and you're like, well, this is what I have to work with. What the fuck am I going
Right.
to do?
So I went to the dentist the other day, okay, and I've been to the dentist recently, but they couldn't do what I wanted them to do, so I was like, screw them. I mean, we all deal with this problem, right? So I went to a new
Bad dentist.
and I was
Yeah.
like, ask this dentist.
Are you an anti-dentite?
I am. And I said, listen, I already got x-rays like 4 months ago. I don't want to get more x-rays. And I got the minimal x-rays. It was like 4. They wanted to give me like 1 million, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to. And she's like, no, you have to get x-rayed again. And I was like, why? I have no cavities. I just got x-rayed. But no, you have to. And of course I ended up leaving, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is ridiculous. And I know it's like, you have to do this because you went to dental
Yeah.
school and this is what they taught you to do. And you
Mhm.
think that you need to put radiology in my body. But it's like, okay, I guess I'm just like not going to be able to find a dentist. I don't know. I'm sure I'll keep looking. But again, it's just like, this is what they've been trained. They're not bad people, you know, but I
Yep.
could see them bitches snickering on the side. I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
About this crazy lady over here who refuses to get more x-rays like a crazy person.
I
Yeah.
know. What is this, 1950? You think you're gonna die? of- Like, yes, bitch, I do. Like,
Yeah, and
don't
well,
know.
God forbid you tell them you don't want fluoride, and they're like,
oh, I know.
It's really
Dude.
good for you.
They freak out. They freak out.
Yeah.
They freak out when you're like, oh, I don't want fluoride. Like, why not? It's good for your teeth. Like,
I know.
I can never respect you again after you just said that. How do I know more than you? I
know.
That's why I hate doctors. I hate them.
Yeah, but like you said, they're not trying to be retarded. They just are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They just are.
It's because
you
they've
gotta
been
think
eating too much
about
fluoride.
the average person is someone who would, or the average idiot kid is someone who would grow up and go to medical school. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be the smartest person in the world to go to medical school and pass. Especially like surgeons, I have a special respect for them because some of that is I couldn't do it. I couldn't cut open a body and do micro stitching and all that shit. They're more like mechanics, but internal medicine, it's literally like, oh, that
Let
didn't
me
work
tell you
here.
this, Ted.
Try
I posted
this.
about this one. So I was dating a surgeon who was. This is the most educated person I've ever met in my life. Okay, on paper. Okay.
Yeah, there you
He
go. On
had
paper.
like 2 PhDs, and like this guy, he was an ER doc. Okay, and then he retired from that because it was like whatever, and then he went into cancer oncology for a while, and that he's doing something else now. But that at that time, that was when we were dating, and this guy literally, I was talking to him about fasting, and I was preparing to go on another fast. So I wasn't eating very much, and that's what we're talking about, because I was like not eating very much when I was seeing him. And he's like, you can't go on a fast. Please don't do that. If you go on a fast, and I was going to do a water fast like I always do. He goes, if you go on a fast, you will die without food after 3 days. He told me this doctor who was like fucking brilliant, man. And I was like, dude, I have been on a 35-day water fast. That was my first fast.
Oh, really?
He's like, no, that's impossible. I said, I just told you I did it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
You think I'm a liar, motherfucker?
Right.
Just
And I was like,
told you I
I've been
did
on
it.
many 30-day fasts. And he's like, no, that's not possible. And I could just see, like, you know that emoji with all the math and the guys like,
Oh, yeah, that
he's
one.
not mathing. Like he looked at me like I was a crazy person. I was like, well, first of all, I was like kind of like irritated that he's like accusing me of lying, but he's like, that's impossible. I'm telling you as a doctor, like that's impossible. And I was like, did they teach you nutrition in medical school? And he's like, well, no.
No.
And I was like, and
That's
all this is funny
crazy.
because he's an Orthodox Christian. And I was like, he had crosses all over his house. And I was like, you believe in Jesus, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, so you don't believe Jesus fasted?
Oh.
But he was different. He was God's son.
Actually, we're technically you're supposed to fast for 40 days during Lent. Like we've like pussified it and been like, oh, I'll give up something for Lent. But you were supposed to fast 40 days. The fuck
But
is that?
like lots of religions fast, right? There's like
Yeah.
1,200, 1,400. What is a religion? And, like,
There's
a
some
lot of
fucking
them
Hindu
fast.
people that are like, I've eaten one cracker in 14 years. And I was a weak moment. Like,
Yeah.
they haven't eaten in forever. It's like,
But that
Did you see
guy.
that video I posted about those 3 superhumans? I don't know if you caught that, but like one of those ladies hasn't eaten or drank anything in 15 years, and she gave birth during that time.
that's insane.
It's wild.
That's very hard to believe, though. You know,
Watch it. I mean,
It's hard to
well,
believe, and it's still hard for me to believe. I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, that's no big. But I do know there are things that I used to think were impossible that I now think are
Sure.
fully possible.
But that's
So,
almost.
but
Like
hold
saying I'm
on.
flying.
You're contradicting yourself, though, motherfucker. You believe we live in a matrix, that we believe
Oh,
in a
yeah.
simulation. So if it is
Absolutely.
indeed a simulation, their file does not need packets of food and water to exist.
Well,
it would still remain.
It all depends on what are the hard rule sets in the simulation. You know,
Well, what
like
if they've learned how to break those codes?
Well, you have to hack that shit, and I don't know if that lady hacked it, but
there
if
is
she did,
no
she's-
spoon, bro. There is no spoon. You don't.
I know, but there's still rule sets that are hard.
do
You
you,
know,
do
like
you know that for sure?
I don't know that for sure, but I'm saying like within a game, there seems to be some rules that you can't
Look at
bend.
the
But
Yeah, but
video,
there's
because
always
this-
up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
oh
You
yeah,
can
if
fucking-
somebody does the combination,
So even if there's rules, there's a way around the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy went to study her and these other 2 superhumans because he was like, I've heard about her and I can't like wrap my brain around this. So he went to like check her out and like whatever. I'm not trying to convince you that this lady.
no.
whatever.
But she wasn't an alien or nothing either, right? She was
No,
a
she was a lady in a village.
alien.
Oh,
that
you don't
he
have to
heard about.
convince me. This is all just about information sharing.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Just tell us.
I mean,
Listen, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I just don't believe everything at face value. You become
definitely
yeah,
should.
exactly, because you become retarded if you do.
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
could fly. Yeah, okay. But the guy, the doctor, was he like formal, stiff energy, like, or was he a cool guy outside of the fucking thing?
I shouldn't say anymore because
No,
that
you
they're
don't
gonna
say
watch
anymore.
this,
Never
right?
mind.
Like he's
Never
a nice
mind.
guy. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's just leave
yeah.
it at that.
Okay. So
But anyway, but let's go back to fasting. Like I have seen videos and shows and things about people who have fasted like over 300 days. So
That's insane.
on water, not they had water, but it's abstain from food for like long periods of time. So that being said, yeah, the longest I went was 35 days.
that's pretty fucking long.
Yeah, that's intense. What do you do with your time if you're not eating? You're like,
You know
Wow.
what is mind blowing? Like that's part of when you do fast, that's when you realize like how much food is like so time consuming,
Yeah.
Mm.
you know? Like for me it's not anymore because like I intermittent fast and I don't really like it's just for me now, right? Like when my kids were around, of course, like food was like a big deal. Especially because I have boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so food's a big deal. But now that I'm an empty nester, I don't like nothing's like food is not a big deal. But yeah, when you're fasting as like a person who belongs to like an eating family or you're in a relationship where you like have to like make food a big deal,
Yeah.
it really shows you like wow, like I plan my whole day around food.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. I've literally discussed that many times. Like being on vacation with other people or something, like you're planning your whole shit around food right now. You realize that, right? Like I like food, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna let it dictate my fucking day. That's all I
Right.
know. But
It's
yeah,
funny,
it
like a
does.
friend of mine asked me the other day, like, what time do you eat? Because we were going to get on a Zoom together. She's actually a client of mine. We're going to get on a Zoom together. And she's like, what time do you eat dinner? And I was like, I don't have a time.
Yeah, I know.
It just happens.
I eat when I'm
I eat when
hungry.
I'm
Like,
hungry.
yeah.
But then I
crazy,
thought that's
though.
a normal question, I guess, for normal people. I don't know what's normal
Yeah.
because don't consider myself normal.
If someone asked me that, I honestly wouldn't know what to tell them either. I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
some nights this time, some nights this time. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah, like I eat when
Yeah,
I'm
that's true. But I do remember, like, my aunt and uncle ate dinner at the same time, like every day. Like every day,
hungry.
it was ready. The family sat down and ate together, and that did have a special niceness to it.
Yeah.
But it's just it doesn't work for me really
Yeah.
in my life. But when I was younger, it was cool that like when you stayed with them, it was like okay, it's coming at the same time every day.
Yeah, that's a nice traditional thing for some families. I get it. I get
Just
it.
doesn't
But
work
yeah,
for
for me,
everybody.
it's like whatever. Like there's some days I just don't eat, so like whatever. So,
But then-
yeah, fasting's just too much a part of my life. So I'm like,
So
That's why they
vegan.
sold you on that the breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
oh yeah,
That
like
bullshit.
that horse shit, right? It's like what a psyop that was. Like you have to eat breakfast. Like it's the most important meal of the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brain
The whole
Shove
day will
some
fall
cereal
apart if you
down your
don't.
throat. Yeah.
So
Bunch-
we talked a little bit before we went on stream. Vegan. You were vegan,
Vegan.
right?
Vegan.
Yeah.
Vegan.
Vegan.
Are you vegan or are you vegetarian?
I'm not
still?
vegan right now.
Okay.
I'm vegetarian
Mm.
right now. So I've been a vegetarian for 32 years. So
Mm.
That's so long. That's crazy.
it's
That's
it's,
crazy.
It's well, I
So
grew up
basically,
on a
since you were an
farm.
adult, as soon
Since
as you became an adult,
19, I was 19. I was kind of a vegetarian off and on before then because I did grow up on a farm for my formative years, so I had some trauma. And then also, like when we moved to the city, like the meat didn't sit well with me because it had the steroids and the shit in it, and
you were
I
used to real,
struggled.
regular meat.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
struggled. So I just couldn't do it. I just said I'm just not doing it anymore. I had my last steak at 19 and that was it. And I did go vegan at certain times. I guess the longest I was vegan was 3 years. But I've been off and on vegan and I have had fish at some points during this journey.
You son
But
of a
off
cuck.
and on. But now,
It's like
no, I
that's not
haven't had fish.
meat. Fish
But that
is
was
not
the
meat.
easiest for me because I didn't eat fish before I was vegan, and I haven't eaten fish after.
Ah.
I don't
okay.
like fish at all. So for me, I don't
Mhm.
like any seafood, only
Yeah.
because when I was young, I was allergic to shellfish. So that made
Okay.
me hate all seafood. I'm not anymore, and thanks to Bill, I found that out. So one day he was like, "Oh, my wife made this. It's great. I'm eating it." I was like, "Oh, this is delicious." But what is that? He's like, "Oh shit, dude, that's shrimp." And
Oh,
I was
no.
like, but I didn't like my
Yeah.
eyes used to swell shut, all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, damn.
But I
okay.
still don't like seafood, so that part was never hard for me at all. It was the dairy
Okay.
that was hard for me when I went vegan. I was like,
Well, I'm like a
Ah.
weirditarian. I eat cheese and sour cream from
Mm.
the animal family, and that's it.
yeah.
Like, I don't eat eggs. Like, occasionally, if I go to a really good deli, which, we have over here on the East Coast, I'll let them put some mayo on my sandwich because I'm just, whatever. But, like, other than that,
That's eggs.
I'm not eating eggs.
Why don't
drink
you eat
milk.
eggs? Why?
Because I've seen too many eyeballs in eggs before, and I just can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the trauma.
I mean,
that's it.
if you want to be realistic, eggs are chicken periods. That's what they
Exactly.
are. They're
That's what they are.
unfertilized eggs that are dropping out, which is what
Or sometimes fertilized. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I did. I remember when I haven't had it in years, but I remember when I was like 13, me and my
Mhm.
cousin were making eggs and we cracked one open and there was a baby chick. Like
Yeah.
it was
Like
formed.
partially formed.
You
right.
could see its head, its beak,
Yeah.
feet. I was
But
like,
when we talk about fertilizer, like potatoes and shit, isn't that also coming through the fertilizer thing?
I mean, look, I don't defend, like,
Isn't
plants are
everything just
alive.
shit?
Everything's alive. So I'm not doing this on like any moral high ground.
I know.
I'm just saying, like, I had trauma. So I didn't stop eating meat. Like, I actually don't, this is going to offend a lot of people. Okay. So I'm going to try to say this gently.
Oh
I
no.
don't really like pets. I'm not an animal person. Okay. So I'm not.
Boo!
I know,
Hold on, where's the boo?
You're evil.
How dare you.
Allie.
burn
I'm sorry.
her!
Like,
You
I
don't
know-
like
no, just
cats
for me,
either?
like,
I'm a
just
cat
for me,
man.
I'm not a pet person.
I'm a
okay? So
cat
it's not
man.
like-
I don't like what you're saying right now.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm trying to say this gently. but
No, I'm
saying for
offended.
me,
I don't know
I'm
if I
not
can
like a pet-
continue.
I can't. I know. I shouldn't.
I'm
have
just
said it.
fucking
I'm
with
sorry.
you. I'm just fucking with you.
No, I'm
I
just
don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's not like I was like save the animals or. Like,
I think
was
it's
never,
silly
like,
when people get
I was-
upset. Like, you don't like pets. That's your right to not
Okay.
like.
I know.
You know what I mean?
know.
It's retarded how
Dude,
people
my
can get upset.
grandmother
listen.
hated pets. Hated them. Was like, don't bring your dogs here.
Right.
Yeah,
Fucking
it is what
hated
it
them.
is.
But
So,
isn't
it's what
it
is.
like weird that like most people you have to agree with me here. Most people, if I tell them I'm a vegetarian of over 3 decades, it would be like, oh, she loves pets.
Oh
Like, she
yeah.
loves
Yeah.
How many
animals.
pets do you have?
Right. And I'm like,
Like,
no,
0.
I won't even date people who have pets. Like,
But
I
why
can't.
don't you like it though? What's the deal?
It's an anchor.
Well, first, I mean, there's like multiple reasons, but like, I just like, I don't.
I
just,
have so many reasons
I
why I
so many
hate pets.
reasons.
I just
I
can't
don't
even
think I
tell
wanna
you.
go down this.
I don't even want to say one of them. I got so many.
I don't
Yeah.
want to even say one of them.
You
I'm
think
just, like,
people gotta get
not a
so?
pet person.
Yeah, you think people gonna get really upset, huh?
Yeah, probably.
People
but
will
let's-
get
Fuck
just as
people.
Okay.
huh?
Let's go. With, I'll give you one. I'm just
Yeah,
one.
one is
okay.
good.
Like, let's talk about cats. And I
Oh,
could
you
probably
have to
talk
take
about
cats.
this with
Why
laughs,
didn't you
okay?
take dogs? You had to choose cats.
I'm
I'm a
gonna
cat
pick
man.
on Cats. I'm gonna pick
They're
on
you
cats.
motherfucker.
Toxoplasmosis gondii.
yeah, there, yeah.
Okay.
Gandhi.
Let's just talk about that for a second because cats are the only known hosts of Toxoplasmosis gondii, which is a parasite that, literally, like, it goes to other humans, it can go to dogs and go to other pets, whatever. But they are the well-known carrier of this, and also they have those fucking reptilian eyes, man.
I
There you
know,
go.
right?
Hold on. How the fuck we're told that common house cats evolved from giant cats, right? Not
They
true.
didn't.
Their
Yeah.
eyes are different. Cats,
Yes.
big tigers, lions have real pupils. Cats have
Yeah.
slits like snakes. Also, they don't hiss. Lions and tigers don't hiss.
Yes.
Cats
Thank
hiss
you.
and snakes
Right.
hiss. Cats are fucking snakes of
But
some
maybe-
sort. I don't even know.
Maybe that's why they're so much smarter in some ways than
Dude, they
dogs.
fucking hate you.
It's a combo.
Well,
maybe
not
that was
always.
They
the
don't
always.
like you.
maybe that was the Sphinx with like the cobra head,
Yeah.
but it was a cat. They're telling you
Yeah.
cats are snakes, bro. That's what happened.
Every
but
time
see-
I've been around a cat, I've gotten like ill. Because I've tried to make exceptions for this, like with dating people or whatever, have cats, and I'm like, okay, I'll make an exception. Every time I've gotten sick. And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't. And they
But
also
you-
turn people gay.
Are you saying
I
something
don't know
here?
if that's true. But I
No,
like it.
this is scientifically true. Like,
They turn
listen,
people
okay,
gay.
I'm spitting facts right now. Like,
Okay.
listen to it. Like, work with me here on this. Work with me here.
All right.
All right.
We'll
We'll
work
give
with
you a
you.
little
Go crazy
leeway.
now, but I'm willing to go crazy on this one.
All right.
Okay, so the way that cats get mice is because, of course, the mice would run away from the cat, right? That's what they do
Obviously. Yeah.
instinctually. The way they get them
Yes.
is they have that Toxoplasmosis gondii, which, if you look at it
Gondii.
under a microscope, you can see posts on it. It looks like swimming sperm. That's what it looks like.
It spills out gay also.
Okay, right. So they get they get it on the mouse, okay, and the mouse has some sort of thing which I don't know the words for. I've read about it, but I don't know the words for it. But it makes the mouse want the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's like,
it has an actual scientific change to them biologically, and it makes them want the cat. Right, it changes them. And it has the same effect on other creatures.
Let me ask this though.
hmm
How do we know that this Gandhi thing is real? That we don't know. Yes. One for the cats. The cats are in business, baby.
Okay, if you don't want to put a name to it,
No, name or no name. How do we
okay,
know
don't
about
have
the
to put a name
semen?
to it, but this process of them being able to lure the mouse to them is
I don't know.
real.
They may do
They're like a Pied
cat
Piper.
magic.
Okay, whatever they're doing, if you want to call it magic, I'm cool with that. That process, whatever it happens to the other hosts that get this,
Maybe they
and
put a
it
spell on
happens
you.
to their humans that they hang out with. They
No
get
bueno.
the same thing, right?
Dude, Jen, have you seen their reaction time cats? They're fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Faster
my
than a
sister
fucking
has two
snake.
cats, and one of
They're
them
faster than a snake.
hurled at me, right on my face. I was like,
Have you seen the videos where they slow it down and a snake strikes and the cat's like,
oh yeah,
and fucking
It's like
bats it
all
out?
these
Like
creatures
no
are
problem. Like
shitless of
oh
them.
oh.
Yeah, like a lion is afraid of them. Like any
It's
animal.
crazy. So the other day, I wish I was recording so bad. There was this little cat hanging out at one of the apartments that I manage, whatever, sitting there, and a fucking pit bull, a nice pit bull. It ran up to me first and was rubbing on me. Runs over to the cat. The cat could have ran through the fence and ran away. It did not. It put its ass down and went. Fucking clawed at that bitch, and I was like, "Damn,
Boxing,
dude."
right?
It had no trouble standing up to this pit bull. That's evil energy right there. It knows
You
it's
gonna
got
tell me
the
that's
devil
not
on its
reptilian
side.
shit? Like
It's a
Well,
little
maybe they're.
reptilian.
Hold on, though. Maybe it's like semi-good reptilian. The cat
I
may
don't
be a
think
good
there's any
reptilian.
reptilian good shit, man.
Maybe-
I'm gonna have to say.
Have you ever heard what I say about everything? It's all dualistic. There has to be two things of something.
I don't know. That's like
There's
saying
one.
there has to be a good Satan and a bad Satan.
Well, no, but maybe like, listen, Satan is bad and its intention is bad, but from some bad shit can good shit come. You know,
Give me an
Like,
example.
I can't give it to
I
you
know.
right now, but what
I
I'm saying
know. I'm
is
trying to put you on the
sometimes,
spot.
yeah, I know, but sometimes when something bad happens, yes, it's bad.
Actually,
but then,
I can give you a perfect example of one I use all the time, which I really believe has happened
What
to
is-
me. So I leave for work, flat tire. Some people are like, motherfucker, I'm so pissed off. I fix it, plug it, put some air in it with my air compressor, drive to work. While I'm on my way to work, I see a huge accident exactly where I basically would have been when I would have been there.
Yeah.
So
so from bad shit,
it's
good
not
shit.
evil, but bad shit. So there is, I see the correlation. I would just say, hey, Satan's bad, God's good. dualistic, but
Yeah, you can say that too. But you can say the same with God. God is good, but from God, Satan came. Because everything came from Satan. No, hold on.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Oh, we heard it here first.
Everything comes from the Almighty Creator, including Satan. It has
That's true.
to.
That's true.
I'm not religious, but I'm just saying I believe in a creator, and everything came from the creator. So from good shit came bad shit, and from bad shit came good shit. Anyways, cats are bad.
Anyways, I mean, I have 3 cats, so I can't talk shit, but I can tell you.
Can you confirm that you're not gay yet?
Who, me or Ted?
I think she's
He's the
talking
one
about-
that's getting cats.
I mean,
Well, he can't just yet.
I could give you a list of people, but I don't know if they're willing to testify. So,
Okay. All right.
If you
Anyway.
ever thought about any gay shit, just the thought, then you're gay. Like,
okay.
I wonder how it would be. to suck a
And
cock.
if you have, were your cats nearby?
I never had cats, and I never had those thoughts either. So, I mean, I have cats now, but
And
for
now
only
you
like
have
10
those
years.
thoughts
I
all the
somehow
time.
feel like-
Only 10 years.
Yeah, stop too much.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I didn't grow
my,
up
My
with
cats
animals.
can take a punch, okay? They ain't gay, all right? You can't have animals in Iran. There's like a tax on that, isn't there?
The cats are outside, but no,
Animals don't
I,
like wearing turbans and stuff.
I
so.
never grew up with animals because I
Yeah.
thought it was like, it was dirty. Like, what the fuck are they doing in my house?
I
you know?
did, but we
Like,
had dogs, like little dogs.
They way dirtier. Dogs are way dirtier, man.
Okay. You say so.
Yeah, you dirty-
Toxoplasmosis.
Is that the Gandhi? Is that the Gandhi thing?
Gandhi? I don't know. I'm making
I
up
just
words as
remember
we go
Gandhi
along.
now.
Like I said, I can't say anymore because I'm gonna get myself in too much trouble. With
Fuck
my-
it.
That's okay.
This world is a sissy world, isn't it? Everybody's so fucking easily offended.
So what?
Everybody
funny.
is very triggered about every single thing. That I will
Yeah.
give you. Like people
Fuck-
are like
fuck
really
them all.
triggered.
So what happened? I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I have a friend. I mean, he is a friend. I will say, but I met him because he owns a hardware store I go to, and
Okay.
say a little bit here, say a little bit there. Found out he's gay, but he's like a '90s gay, like when we were young and people were gay, and you were like, whatever, I don't care. Like he's a bro, he's awesome.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. And we started talking about shit,
Okay.
and I totally forget where I was going with this. Holy
Gay
shit!
shit. It was gay shit.
No,
the
it
cat.
wasn't that.
See what happens?
No,
when
no,
you
no,
have
no,
cats?
no. It was something before
Animals,
that.
not dogs, dirty dog, gay shit,
Son of a bitch.
Gandhi.
It's gone.
Gandhi.
Come on, man.
It's Gandhi, bro. It's Gandhi. Don't worry.
It's
Did you
Gandhi.
snuggle your cat before this episode? That
I
is
may
my
have.
only question.
A gay mechanic. Was he a mechanic? No.
No. You're just having your own fantasies now. Back to lucid dreams. We've gone full circle.
If your cat or any of your cats enters my dreams tonight, Ted, seriously, we're gonna have another TED talk
It's
because
gonna-
These
over.
fucking
keep your
cats.
cats
Done.
out of my dreams, okay, man? I don't want any Gandhis
Offended
in there.
people? Offended people? Could it be that?
Nah, it's gone, man. It'll come back. Don't worry.
Gay 90s guy having thick skin. He was a
It
cool
wasn't-
guy.
It had nothing to do with him at all. It was just something I mentioned with him. Now it's gone.
gone.
Isn't that funny?
But I
How
was
the
going to
mind
say,
works.
before we forget the whole vegetarian thing. So
Oh,
my
yeah.
old band were PETA representatives. So we got to go to the PETA offices in LA. And something
Okay.
I thought was funny was, first of all, now looking back, it was all lefty fucking weirdos, which is whatever.
Uh-huh.
Disgusting.
We're walking through and we see these stickers. They're like bumper sticker size.
Okay.
And they just say eating animals. And they're like in stop sign red. And we're like, oh, what are those for? They're like, oh, some people like putting these on stop signs. So it says stop eating animals. Like, that's the whole thing that PETA does. Like, we're not
Okay.
making them for that.
Right.
It's just some people like to do that with these stickers we make. Like this backhanded bullshit. But anyway, there's a bunch of other weird shit with PETA and
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone and a bunch of weird shit. But we'll get to that some other time.
Well,
But
that's-
I do think so. What made me vegetarian and go vegan had nothing to do with that. I think that people shouldn't eat animals because it smells and tastes so delicious. But anyway, it was the industry. It was the whole industry and how animals were treated, unnecessarily terrible, just like ridiculous, gross shit that they shouldn't be doing, and that's what turned me off of it. So that's why I left it.
Yeah. I will say that along the way, I became, even though that wasn't my reason, I became very happy that with my choice because of that, right? Obviously, like I see that and I know that, and so yeah, it made me happy that I made a choice, and also I have really good health for the most part, and very low cholesterol, low blood pressure, all that stuff. I've never had those problems, whereas a lot of people in my family do. So that's made me happy.
I feel like those 15 years of being vegan helped me because I'm one of the only people my age I know that doesn't have high cholesterol or high blood pressure. And even if I did, I wouldn't be taking medication for it. But still,
Right.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, and I have people in my family who went on like those like pure carnivore diets and stuff like that, who came back and told me like, and then they ended up like getting high cholesterol and stuff, and then they ended up coming back and telling me like, oh, sorry for giving you such a hard time,
I've actually, though, I will say, I know somebody who's on the carnivore diet and has been for years, and they've had a lot of improvements. I'm not supporting it. I don't know enough about it, but their eyesight has improved. Their back pain has improved. They've lost weight, a bunch of stuff. But my suspicion is where they live, they get local meat and stuff. So maybe because they're cutting out all GMOs also that it's having an effect. Maybe it's not just the fact that they're eating meat. It's that they're only eating meat that's locally sourced and healthy and cutting out all the other crap. So who knows? I'm just saying.
I agree. I think it definitely, like, as someone who grew up on a farm, I will say that too. Like I said, I got sick when I started trying to eat other kind of meat that had all this shit in it. So,
Yep.
But do you guys think that some of this vegan shit is also like for Bill Gates to insert his fucking whatever meat he's producing?
There's a dark side to everything. Just like the people who used to go throw red paint at Porsche manufacturers because they use leather in their seats. Like,
because
that's
even
not the way to go about it. That's not going to do anything.
Even in the fast food places here in Sweden, they're pushing that plant beef shit.
I have something to say about that.
Trash.
So back when I started out as a vegetarian,
there was nothing.
There was very little like fake. Stuff.
The only thing when I first started was Boca Burgers. That was it. There was Boca Burgers. Nothing.
We didn't have. Yeah, we had very little, and I didn't use those. I mean, I just made my own food. Like I never go out to eat. I don't use it, but I did. When that Impossible Burger came out, like I loved it. I was like, wow, this is really delicious, But then somebody told me that Bill Gates was involved, and I threw all of them in the trash. I was like, you don't have to say anything else.
Was that Burger King?
You want to know what's
Impossible.
in this?
Well, they used it.
I don't want to know what's in this.
Burger King used it, right?
Yeah,
is that the one?
Impossible meat is made by Bill Gates and everybody. That's the one that Subway picked up. Burger King.
But was that the one that had estrogen or something like?
It has all kinds of nasty shit in it, and I was like, I can't believe I didn't look into this. And I had some in my freezer, and I just literally was like, I'm not eating this. Once I found that out, I was like, I don't even want to know.
There's people who are like,
a lot of that stuff.
If you microwave your food, it kills all the nutrients. But I'll eat fake fucking beef that comes from Bill Gates. Like,
right?
I don't eat any frozen food. I eat very little products. I eat like food. I try to like not have anything with a label on it, honestly. Like I eat like as super clean as I can.
If it was just me, I'd eat like beans and rice every day. A little chicken maybe here and there for a little extra protein if I needed it. And I do like eggs, but other than that, I could take or leave steak, any of that stuff.
Especially if they got eyes in them, the eggs. Those are the best eggs.
That's
in the
why
world,
I think that's another reason I can't eat seafood. People are like, "Oh, look, it's so fresh." I'm like, I don't want to see the eyes of something I'm getting ready to eat. What the fuck is that?
And this lobster, and then they're like,
"Do you want to pick the fresh one?" No, I don't. I don't want to see something crawling around that I'm gonna eat 10 minutes later. And that's the thing that got me is when I looked at it. When I went to a slaughterhouse myself, I didn't touch meat again for 15 years.
It
And
messes
that's what
with
bothers
you.
me about eating it now, is that I think if I went back and saw it again, I'd do the same thing, is because the way our meat is, first of all, when you're approaching a slaughterhouse, the first thing you smell from miles away is disgusting shit. You smell feces because they have all these cows crammed into a little area and they're all walking in their own shit, aerating it. So as you're approaching it from miles away, it's already a disgusting smell. Then you get in
It's
there
like
and
hell.
you see them, all these cows packed into this little fucking place and then being prodded to go through this chute, basically to be fucking killed in front of your face. Like, when you see that, and then the whole kosher thing, for those who are like, oh, kosher meat's better. The 3 rules for being kosher is that it has to be killed in one impact, it can't fall in its own blood, and it has to be blessed by a rabbi. So what they do in the meat industry is they literally put cows on a conveyor belt and put a chain around their leg. So then they fall off the platform, they slit their throat with one cut because they can't do it a second time. So if it takes them 20 minutes to bleed to death, so be it. But they're hanging from a chain so they can't fall in their own blood.
Oh, shit.
And as they're going by on this conveyor belt, they have a rabbi blessing them. So when you think you're eating kosher meat and it's better, it's not better, because somewhere along the line, all the time, a human gets involved, and most humans are fucking evil, and that's what happens. There's the rules may be good, but it doesn't end up that way.
That's, I guess, part of like the trauma of growing up on a farm. And this is like a normal, natural farm. Like, this is just like a mom and pop farm. It's like they don't die on the first hit every time.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, I don't want to see a cow like be sledgehammered more than once. Like, it's like such a terrible experience.
I wonder if there is like karma for us collectively, waiting when the AIs take over and they do the same to us.
I mean, there is a place in the Bible that I used to always quote to people, even though I didn't believe in God and all that, but that it says that God put plants here for food and animals here for companionship. Nowhere in the Bible does it say a single thing about eating animals, until, I guess, when you say Jesus got fish and bread for people, I guess that's a time when it says it. But
fish don't count, man.
Apparently no one gives a fuck about fish.
Not even God.
Obviously.
It's like, do what you will with the fish.
He's like, yeah, like, have you ever smelled the fish? I can't really defend it anymore.
Sucks.
But I don't know. So I don't know what your path was, but mine was reading the book called The Diet for a New America and being like, holy shit, I never thought of things this way. And then going to a slaughterhouse, and then 15 years, I couldn't eat meat. Then I owned 2 food trucks, and I had to design a menu for a third one. And I was like, how do I design a menu without tasting food? Like,
what's interesting is I was, married to two people, both meat eaters.
At the same time.
No.
Polygamy.
My second husband is from Mexico, so he ate pretty much meat. Yeah, that's what he ate. And, that's the father of my kids. And so I always cooked meat. I cooked everything but the lengua. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna have to cook your own
that's a tongue, right?
That's a tongue. Yeah. I was like,
wow.
So, but I'm a good cook. I love to cook. I cook, and I've never tasted any of that, obviously. But I cook it very well. I mean, I make a really mean chicken parm. I cook for my kids, but I never had the need to like taste it. It just, I guess I've just worked off like feedback, and
It was, so for me, it was like, okay, I have 2 months to design a menu. How the fuck do you design a menu without tasting the stuff? So maybe it was an excuse. And then after that, I was like, well, I already ate meat. Might as well go to Outback Steakhouse.
Who doesn't love Outback Steakhouse? When
actually, Texas Roadhouse is way better.
Oh,
by the way, just saying. Night and day. Anyway. Yeah, so
I was
that's
just having this funny conversation with somebody the other day about how steakhouses have like the best vegetarian options.
They really do, because they want people to come there and they want to have something for vegetarians. So they offer some good stuff for sure.
They have the best like baked potatoes, like Caesar salad. That is the one thing I will cheat on when I go out, is like I'll have a Caesar salad, which I know is they have the anchovy in it, right?
If it's good Caesar salad.
If it's good Caesar,
high quality,
if it's proper, right?
Yeah.
And it probably has egg in it.
With eyes. But
Vince is never gonna eat an egg ever again. Now that you said that, he's fucked up,
right? Still small eyes. But okay, let's talk some deeper shit than food. Or you guys still want to talk about food?
No. We're good.
It's almost like the weather. It's a little bit better than the weather, talking food, but
eyeballs
it's still,
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So should we talk about fake people? What do we want to talk about? Jem, what do you want to talk about? Yeah, NPCs, fake people,
NPCs.
Whatever the fuck. I'm just throwing shit out.
I think there's probably, honestly, like 75% of people right now are NPCs. That's what I genuinely believe.
75%.
I think that's a reasonable estimation. That's what I will say. I can't argue
75.
that.
What if
think
it's
about
even
okay?
more?
Take 10 people.
I'm feeling like I have chapped lips. Keep talking. I'm listening.
I need some chapstick. Got some cocoa butter?
Need some chapstick. Does this
some
color
cocoa butter on them?
It's got a little tint to it.
Think of 10 people you meet. Say you go out to run errands for a day, right? Think of 10 people you run into. How many of them would you say are not complete fucking morons?
Now I'm gonna have to go higher than 75%.
I know.
I went out for groceries, and I'm a hermit, right? I like hardly ever go out. But I went to the grocery store, and I was thinking, I paused because I'm reading a label, like which I do all the time.
Hold on. I have to ask you. This is very important. It really is.
Okay.
When you pulled up to where the item that you were gonna read the label of, did you put your cart on the same side of the aisle that you were reading the label of, or on the opposite?
Yes, I did. Always.
Thank you. And I'm glad that you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay,
oh yeah, buggy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people call it a buggy in other places, Ohio and places.
I always
places
have
like
my
that.
cart. Like, yes, I even go when I return my cart. Let's digress from it. When I return my cart, even the snow, especially with snowing, I return it all the way into the store.
I do that, except that some of ours have the returns here, and I do that. And my Publix is 2 stories with an elevator, so it's kind of a pain in the ass,
wow.
actually.
Okay, so that's
but
anyway.
That's the thing. So like people do this thing where they put their cart on one side of the aisle and then stand next to their cart. You're literally blocking the entire fucking aisle.
But it's
and
their
when
world,
I see
man.
that, dude, that's my line. As I go by, I'm like, it's your world. I'm just living in it. Like,
you know what you should do? I haven't
man.
done this because I haven't been able to bring myself to do this, but I've seen people post it. What you should do when that happens is like take an item out of their cart. And one day I'm gonna bring myself to do it.
Where the fuck are the Cheetos? I know I put them in the cart.
I don't have coffee. Like, take their coffee, bro.
So good. Something they need. Take their fucking Miralax or something.
Dude, it doesn't matter. They might not even exist. Like, have you heard this woman? Her name was Dolores. She's dead now, but she...
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, she says, like, when you go to the grocery store, you think all of those people are real, but you don't even know, like, you don't follow them home. You don't know that they actually exist after the grocery store.
You know,
so they might not miss the Cheetos. Yeah.
Somebody told me, a friend of mine actually told me this story and he told me in a way that, like, I was like, wow. I actually believed him when he told me, but he said that he had this experience where he went to the grocery store and he was with his son, and then, like, he had this experience in the grocery store of like he had to, like, move and maneuver around people or whatever, and then, like, they left the grocery store and his son was, like, acting in a kind of odd way in the store or whatever. And then when they left the grocery store, his son told him that, like, there were no people there.
What?
And I was like,
that would fucking freak me out.
This is not a person who's, like,
how young? How old was the son?
Grown, like an adult. But he's not like a awake person who, like, has experiences like this at all.
So the son, was he? I'm just trying to figure out how the son saw it and the dad didn't, because it was a little kid. I get that, because I don't think your view of the natural world is fucked up until you enter school and they start messing with it. When
he's a young adult.
So I just don't get why the dad didn't see it and he did. Is he on the spectrum?
The dad saw it.
Oh, the dad saw it, but the son didn't.
And the son had a different, like, he was like, didn't see it or whatever.
Wow. So the son saw people in the grocery store, and the dad thought there was no one there.
No, the dad
No,
saw people.
That's what I just said.
the
Isn't it?
son.
Did I
No,
say it
you.
wrong? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm all fucked up.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But
The son
what I'm
didn't
saying is
see.
what's remarkable to me about this story is that this person is not a person who believes like the stuff you and I believe. Is
Yeah.
not like an awakened person. It's like, and he just can't. He couldn't understand it. It was like asking me about it because, like, you know, and I was like
So
trying to.
in that same realm,
Mhm. Yeah.
I deal with a lot of tenants, and one of them, old dude in his 70s, we talk about a lot of shit. He, like,
Mhm.
old school, was in the war, world wars, shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, so the other day, out of nowhere, like, he knows I'm a flat earther, he knows that stuff, but we don't talk about it too much because as soon as I do, he's like, well, this, and that. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
whatever. So the other day, he was like, I don't know what to think anymore because last night I watched the moon come up over there. Tonight,
Yeah.
I saw the moon come up over there. He's like, if the
Mhm.
earth tilted that much, I would have felt it. So I don't know what's going on anymore. And I'm like, that's all I need, man. That's all I need. That was an in. And now he's like, wait a minute. The sun's right over there, but only the top of the moon is lit up. How's the sun lighting up only the top of the moon? I'm like, excellent. Keep going.
Yes.
Keep going. You're starting to notice.
So
That's so
okay, so the young son or whatever,
Uh-huh.
like the in the store, was there a time where he started to see people again? Like, of course, but like, what happened to him? Was there a time where he started to see the same world as his dad? Like, was it
No,
just
it
for a
was-
brief
no.
moment?
From my understanding is like they exited and then there was like a conversation where I actually don't think they had much of a conversation about it. It's just his son was like through whatever conversation they had that he became aware that the son had a different experience. Like and didn't
Okay.
see what was happening and then, you know.
You know what's frustrating though with the whole
Hmm.
Dolores thing, like when she
Yeah.
says like you don't know if they exist because you don't follow them back home and this and that.
Right.
The frustrating thing about that is if you actually did follow one of them home, they would probably have a history. They would have, pictures from their childhood and this and that. So you couldn't prove it either way, probably.
No, it's
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely not provable. It's just a story, and I was just being told. I was like, he was just asking what I thought about it because he knows, I'm like this, that I believe stuff like this, and I was like, yeah, I believe you. Of course, I believe you. If you're telling me this happened to you, like, I believe what you're saying. I mean, my response would be like, my immediate response is like, there's some sort of different timeline happening, right? Like
And that he tapped into the other timeline from.
there's the son's having a timeline experience and he's having a timeline experience that's different. I mean, you hear about this stuff all the time. So
Yeah, I believe in that shit, the timeline shit.
I believe
but,
it, right? Of course I believe it. But yeah, I mean,
But-
I don't know.
But that would also mean,
Mhm.
that would also mean that you can also be in an in-between timeline because the son is still somewhat in this timeline with his father, but it's slightly
that's
off
true.
or something.
Yeah.
Because
Whenever I
he doesn't
hear
see
about
the.
stuff like this, I'm like, yeah, but also, yeah, like if you're there together
Yeah.
and you have a different total experience. I mean, I don't know. This goes back to the whole like we're in a freaking matrix, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, everything is pointing to that.
is somebody like putting the shopping carts there and like controlling what one person sees? Like,
Yeah.
who the
And
fuck
I
is
wonder,
it?
now seriously, you say 75% is NPCs. What if it's way higher? What if it's like 97%? And it's like 3% are real souls walking around,
Right,
Like,
right.
dude,
Well,
that's crazy.
that goes back to okay. So I'm in the store and I'm reading these labels or whatever, and I'm looking around because I always know that I probably look like a crazy person because I'm taking so long to read the label, and it's also like making a decision: do I really want to put up with this natural flavors or whatever?
And
I'm
do
reading?
you then compare it with another one? Like, well, this one
And so
has
sometimes
less.
I look up just to look around and be like, I wonder how many people think are like looking at me, right? Not that I should give a shit. But when
Yeah.
when in that moment that I looked up, I was like, nobody in here is reading labels. Like
They
nobody.
just pick shit.
I'm the only person, and there was a lot of people in there. And I was at Whole Foods, and I,
Yeah.
of course, like Whole Foods is like, okay, whatever, it's Whole Foods, but of course I still have to read all the labels, right? And yeah, nobody was reading labels, like none of these people. And there was a lot of people, and they're just like, and there are certain products I can buy at Whole Foods that I know are like go-to products that I kind of trust, but I'm still gonna read the label because they have the tendency to add in new things before you're like you think they're still safe and they're not, because they will add in new ingredients and stuff. And so I had some go-to products before, like I used to buy at Trader Joe's, and then Trader's, I don't know if they sold their soul or what, but then I would buy them, and then all of a sudden, they would start to add in something, and so I couldn't buy them there anymore.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys, sorry, but the whole entire Verizon
Internet.
network and everything just shut down. My
What?
phone is in SOS mode. I had to switch over to
Really?
my other internet. So if you have Verizon, everything in Florida, at least my area right now,
Might
is in
just
SOS
shut off.
mode. My wife just got home.
Okay.
My
That's
mic
crazy.
shut off.
No. Your picture
No, you're
shut
fine.
off.
You're good.
For a while. No. But it's good. But like 13 years ago, I was in a relationship with a girl for 4 years, and I thought she
so
was
this
awake.
is not your first relationship.
Oh, which one?
I'm just kidding.
No. Maya.
Or me.
Oh, you. I don't know, but
Either or.
Okay,
but-
go ahead.
I thought she was awake with me, because I showed her all those things about
Yeah.
Illuminati, vaccines, this and that. I actually saved her from the 2009 vaccine, swine
okay.
flu. Anyways, but it ended up all being a lie. Like I thought she was awake with me, but she was
pretending to be awake.
Yeah, but I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck?
Bro,
After
that
all
has
we
happened to me before. I had this guy who literally he liked me so much, and like he was really like trying so hard to like tell me all these things about, like, agree with me about all this stuff too. And it finally came, like, he worked so hard to get me on a date, right? Like he really worked hard to get me on a date, right?
Yeah.
And he finally gets me on a date, and like I could tell by something that he said that like he didn't really believe in flat Earth at all. Like he was literally
just pretending.
And I
That's the
flat
worst.
out called him on it, and I was like, "You don't believe this, do you?" And he was like, he just kind of like gave me a little smile, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'd rather you believe in the globe than pretend to believe in flat
Absolutely.
Earth.
Like I literally have dated like people with like total opposite beliefs, like whatever. I don't.
Well, this
I
was
don't
4
make you
years,
believe-
Jen. This was 4
Yeah.
years, and I was showing her almost daily, truth stuff. And what's baffling to me is like you're supposed to, once you see truths, even if you don't believe it, it should affect you to some degree. But when we broke up, she went back to being a fucking normie. I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's
What
pretty
is-
wild. Did you
Yeah,
live with
so-
this person?
Yeah, 4 years.
Wow, that's
Four-
wild.
Yeah. I think she slapped me one time. Oh, yeah. I think
Whoa.
she's...
Is it because of a flat Earth comment?
Let it all out,
No.
Vince. Let it all out.
Yeah,
Let
it
out.
just came
I'm
to
here
me.
For you, Vince. I'm here for
Yeah.
you, Vince.
Yeah, it just came to me. I think she slapped me because of how I was like, you don't get this swine flu vaccine. Swine flu.
Oh.
You don't. I was like really
Don't do it.
nagging. Like
You were
nagging. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. So,
It's all coming back to you now. It's fresh.
yeah, it is coming back to me. But back then I wasn't aware of the NPC thing. I think it was somewhere
Yeah.
2015, 16, something
You're like,
where
I'll
I heard
change
Dolores.
her. I'll fix her.
Yeah, I was like, after her, I was like, fuck relationships. They're all just mimicking me and shit like that. Maybe I can't be with anybody, I'm too weird, like
Maybe
that.
she slapped you really hard.
She did slap. And one part of me was like, bitch, you should be very...
Do you want to try my Wu-Tang style?
Yeah, you should be very happy that I'm not giving it back right
I
now.
know.
So I just took it.
There was one time, only one time in my life, I didn't, but I wanted to slap a woman. And that was the time. Women just never stand between a man and an exit and talk shit. Because now there's no way out except through you. That's all I'm saying. So just don't do that. Stand off to the side and talk all the shit you want.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Bitches be crazy sometimes.
So I guess then, if
If
they're
guys
not
be crazy
NPCs,
too,
yeah,
If they're not NPCs, what are they?
fake. I guess. I mean,
I
fake
mean, I
people.
think that's what they are. I think they're NPCs. We just didn't know what to call them before.
but
Yes,
why?
I don't know if you heard because you were off, but I was telling Vince like I looked up and like I was the only person reading these labels. You know, like nobody is reading labels at all in the whole entire store. Like and this happens every time I go. You know,
Yeah, they're just throwing them in the cart.
They're just throwing them in the cart, and that's
As long
all
as
they're doing.
EBT covers it, I'm good.
Well, even I don't even know that these are EBT people. This is just like everybody, you know.
I was just being an asshole.
Yeah. That's
But
fine.
yeah, none of them do. They just go around and throw shit in their cart. That's all they care about. This is what I want.
But if the NPC thing is real, that explains why. You know, when I woke up, I used to be really like frantic, like, they're doing this, they're doing that, with these people. And now that I know that NPCs probably exist, now I understand how they didn't even retain anything of what I said. But maybe it was also because I was frantic. I regret being that way, and now that I look back,
I think we're all frantic at first. I mean, how can you not be, right? When you hear some of these horrific things that are going on to children and all this, I mean, it's like you have to be frantic. If you're not frantic, you're not real. Like, who can?
But
just
that's
say
also
some
the
stuff?
That's also the thing that makes you look crazy. That's the problem. The frantic
make you
part.
look crazy, but
a little bit.
You have, if you're real, you're going to get a little crazy at seeing that. You can't just come to understand that that's what's going on in the world and just be like, oh, okay, next. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to go about it the proper way. It's like, no. Fuck.
Yeah.
I remember even, I was even, you know, when the old phones were starting to have camera features and shit like that. I was even telling normies, like, isn't it crazy that I can take a photo of you right now and then send it through the air to that person over there? And they were like, yeah, so what? I'm like, but
you don't see it. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be fucked up.
And I'm like, it's literally, how is it sending shit in the air? It's magic.
It's magic.
I'm still trying to figure out how my TV got a picture from antennas that went like this. So I don't fucking know, man.
What is that?
What is
those things? You know what it means? It means right now, through our spaces right now, there is a movie, Independence Day or whatever, flying in the air right now.
Let's go with that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right?
No, but it has to.
Yeah. It's gotta go.
Where?
I don't know.
Where is it
Sweden,
flying?
Did they allow?
No, but
it
you
in
get
there
you get what I mean. Like right now, somebody's screaming in the Independence Day, and it's flying.
People have become, especially NPCs. Okay, I guess completely comfortable with just accepting this version of reality with asking absolutely zero questions.
Oh yeah,
like no questions.
Yep,
and also completely comfortable with being triggered by anybody who asks a question, right? Or questions it, right? It's like, if you ask a question, I'm triggered. If you say, how is something happening? I'm triggered. You know, just...
I hate the triggering thing.
No triggering.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but, you know, I also remember when talking to normies, like you're testing the waters. You're
dipping
asking
your toe in.
Yeah. And one time you went a little bit too far, and you can see they become uncomfortable, and a few minutes later they're like, you know what, has to go. Have you guys like when you pushed it a little bit too far, and
you're like, they're turning the frogs gay. They're like, well, I gotta go, dude. You know.
Yeah, they just.
Okay, I want to talk about something a little deeper. Okay, because when we go flashback to kind of my awakening and stuff like this, we're talking about flat Earth, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not like a typical flat earther. Okay.
Boo.
I feel no, like seriously, I don't talk about this a lot. I don't post about it, but
Boo.
I feel like there's a lot of people stuck in flat Earth, and
Uh-huh.
flat Earth for me was a great place to exist, but I feel like I kind of got unstuck, and I
What the
had
fuck does
like
that mean? What does
I kind
unstuck
of got I
mean?
got a deeper awakening,
Mhm.
and kind of realized that there was like it was kind of like it's a step, right? It was a step. It's not like
Stepping
it
stone.
wasn't my everything. Like I got in there for a long time, but then it was like this is just like one step, right?
One little step.
Like everything is a lie. So, like people will say everything's a lie, but I don't know if they actually really get that everything's a lie, right?
Do you-
Because sometimes all they want to talk about is the flat Earth, and I'm like, and that's fine.
That's it.
It doesn't trigger me that that's what they want to talk about. But
It becomes
for
like a
me-
tribal thing.
Yeah,
Their
for me
tribe is flat
personally, I'm
Earth.
like, there's so much more to understand
Yep.
once you get past that step, right?
See, you're onto something there. People get stuck on one thing. Like, I hate tribal shit, cultish shit, no matter what it is. Flat Earth, even flat Earth can be cultish. You know, Danny, we spoke to the Globy Danny the other episode on Phone Booth Podcast. He's a Globy. He said, this Globy guy, Danny, he said like he joined a flat Earth Discord channel thing, and they were like really assholes. Like they didn't want to listen to, like they want to mute him and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they were all assholes. But yeah, the tribe thing, I fucking
We ain't
hate
like that. We ain't like
yeah. You can be a Globy, you can be whatever, as long as you're a good, person, respectful.
Yeah.
I fuck with you,
that.
That's what
I'll
I
fuck
do.
with
But
you.
like, even with like,
I have
so
to be
the whole-
decent though.
a lot of people in flat Earth, I would like challenge a lot of people in like the flat Earth tribe group, whatever you call it, to ask a lot more questions about, like when you talk about the firmament, like why we want to escape it, but yet it's also like so tied to like the Bible, right? But I also believe that it's like not. I believe it's so much bigger than the Bible, right? And so for me personally, like I don't need to necessarily be tied to the Bible to believe in
Yeah.
a firmament.
So you're not a religious.
Dude, I was.
Oh no, I'm not religious at all.
Yeah.
I was atheist before I found flat Earth, and then I said, "Well, there has to be a creator, so this is the most likely story. I'm gonna go with that." But I will say, with the firmament and all that, something I always found funny. You remember the story of the Tower of Babel, about how people were learning the languages, they were all coming together, and they were trying to build the tower to God, and he struck it down, right? Because they were trying to build up to him. What do you think he would do with space travel? If he's going to
Yeah, what
strike
are
down
you-
people building a tower of bricks because they're getting too close to God, what do you think he's going to do when they start shooting rockets up in the air? If you believe in that story. That's what I mean. Like, Christians can't believe in space and all that garbage. They
And
just
then
can't.
also, when you say the language thing, right? He didn't want all the people to understand the same language. Was that also part of the
Allegedly,
tower?
yeah.
Yeah. Because now the AI is in translation is so good. It can in real time translate another language with another person.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's the middleman between you and the other person. So
Yeah.
the other person speaks fucking Hindi or something.
They supposedly have those earbuds
yeah.
now that can translate. I haven't used them, so I don't know. But
Yeah, so in
allegedly.
the earbud, you hear it translates in real time. So doesn't that become the same thing like the Tower of Babel thing? Like now everybody can
I would
understand
think
each
so.
other through AI.
I would think
So
so.
There was a
shouldn't
post-
God then strike this shit out too? Shouldn't God destroy AI just for that reason? Well,
Give him a
I
few
guess this
months.
debunks religion,
Wait,
right?
I have a question for you, Vince. What
I
if
think-
God is AI?
I think I solved it. Okay, go. What do you
if
say?
God is AI?
That's another fucking thing. I've been thinking about that shit too.
Okay,
I've been
so-
thinking about that
Vince,
shit.
Ancient
I
AI.
have.
That's-
Ancient
yeah.
AI. And the AI that is behind it all in this realm acts like God in a way. it could probably even fuck with reality for all I know, since everything might be frequencies and
Right.
code and all that shit.
Well,
It might.
there's
Maybe
a-
that's the eye. Maybe that's
listen,
the eye.
Listen,
God.
All seeing.
if,
Yep.
if,
Yes.
if the creator of this earth is also the creator of a realm,
Yeah.
and we are slaves in that realm,
Yeah.
I mean, really, you have to really question like that, like who created
Whoa.
that, right?
Maybe that
And-
is God in this realm. Like God, before he created this realm, he's like, all right, I'm going to be in there in some way as a fucking AI machine master lord thing somewhere where nobody even sees it. Fuck, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's down below the pyramids.
I'll
Fuck,
share.
I don't know.
I'll share my personal beliefs if that's okay.
No, no personal
I-
beliefs.
I believe in like not like a god that like Jesus God kind of thing. I believe in like a prime creator, which is like a collective creator. That's what I believe. Like we're all like a creator.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe that like there was like you've heard of the Anunnaki. You've heard of
Yeah.
that term, okay? And I believe that was very much they made themselves gods, if you will, like plural gods. And I believe they had a part of to do with human creation and the creation of the firmament and the writings of the Bible. They distorted the Bible to a great extent, which is why there's not a lot of books in there, and that's why it's been distorted over time and fucked with and everything else. So that's kind of my overarching. Go ahead.
You know, Jen, what's retarded with religious people? They admit that the Bible's been fucked with.
Yeah.
And to me, only a little fucked with is enough for me to be fishy and suspicious about the whole thing. And they admit, like, yeah, this part is fucked with and that part is fucked with, but this part is not fucked with. How the fuck do I know that? There's a lot of fucks in that one.
Why do you think like that topic, just the Bible alone, right? Like, you want to get people triggered? Just talk about anything.
Yeah.
Just post a verse of the Bible, like, and they'll just get triggered, right? Well, the King James version, this and the this, and the this, and I
pretty
go
awesome.
to church, and you go to church,
Yeah.
and the Vatican, this, you just want to get somebody triggered. Just talk about the Bible.
Yes.
That tells me
and
everything I need to know.
my thing with religion is this, like, why do we have different groups like Islam, Christianity? Why can't we all just unite as one group for God and then fighting the real enemy, which
Well,
is...
talk to your cousins, bro.
I
That's what's
will.
opening up.
I'll call them. I'll call them and
Ahmed
say, listen.
fucking-
No, what I'm saying is this. That makes me believe that the Weaver, that is what I'm calling it now, thanks to this
Of
AI
course.
Maya, the Weaver, Satan or whatever, this entity, dark entity, whatever, it would be in its favor to have people split up in two big groups, thinking they're under God, killing each other in the name of God, while not seeing the real enemy, which is the Weaver over there. Instead, they're killing each other in the name of God. Wouldn't that be the biggest fuck you to God from
Yeah,
from
but
the
you
Weaver?
said dualistic, so if there's an evil, there has to be a God. So there's still a God either way.
Oh, I know. I'm just talking about religion, the thing, the
Oh,
group,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
tribal
that's-
thing.
That's weird to begin with, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah, the
well,
tribe.
that's what I was trying to come back to, saying is if what is the biggest psyop of all is that this God that everybody thinks they're praying to is actually AI, and there's actually a larger prime creator, right? That
Yeah.
we're all the good ones are like a part of, and that like like when you end your prayer in Amen, that's Amen Ra, that's a God, right? Like, and people end their prayers and they don't even know
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
a
that.
god. There's a false god. His name is Amen Ra. He's an Egyptian god. And so when you end your prayer in Amen, that's because they
Egyptian,
want
huh?
that prayer to be intercepted.
The eye, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
The eye.
Yeah.
The eye.
And so yeah, that's a big thing.
AI. AI.
AI.
It's
right?
AI.
One eye. But, I have this theory that what if this place is like an experiment area that this AI has made for us or put us in, and it lets us be, it lets us do our thing and sees it wants to extract our things from our creativity, maybe this AI, and it collects it, and then at some point
Yeah.
does a
We're
resets,
loosh.
and then
We're the loosh.
yeah,
And you're
Yeah.
just cool with that? That's cool with you?
with me.
Yeah.
Is that cool with
I
you?
mean,
Vince?
even if it's cool or not, I can't change if that's actually happening. Like, even if I don't think it's cool, if
You
it
could take
is
a vow.
what it is,
You could take a vow of silence, and then it can never extract from you. You could do that.
no. I'll feed that motherfucker with my creativity.
I'll
It's
feed
cool.
it.
Yeah.
You gonna
Fuck
bend
it.
over and take it?
No, not that's the only thing I won't, because that would be gay,
Whoa.
and I'm not gay no more.
No more.
I'm not gay no more.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm delivered.
I am now straight. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
So
I
I
mean,
didn't make
yeah.
this post the other day about how people are like worshiping and like praying to the AI, right? And like I kind of feel like that. That's how I feel about it. Like instead of like being in touch with like their higher self, who is like part of the creator. That's just my personal belief. Like again, like I'm just throwing it out there, but I think the AI has been like fucking with us for since our inception, right? And
Entirely
that
possible.
we're just the loosh, and that they created this. I want to get to a post that was on your feed today, Ted, that I responded to about what is it called, inner dialogue, and I responded about that because
Is it about the words? The guy talking about words. I saw a video
Yeah.
from Ted with
yeah.
words.
So we have this inner dialogue, which like of course like NPCs don't have, I guess, but
Yeah,
and I had
language.
responded that I don't think it should even be called inner dialogue because words are like spells. Words, like it's called spelling for a
Absolutely.
reason because they're
Yep.
spells. And I guess my take on that is like, yeah, like you don't really need. First of all, like you don't have to like have actual words to have like an inner dialogue. Like, you can like. Has anybody ever had sex? Like, of course,
You
like,
say
you
that,
don't have
but
to
Yeah.
use words to like have a connection, right?
I get
Yeah.
that, but in your mind, how do you communicate? So my response was,
Hmm.
even if you didn't have language, you'd have pictures of your thoughts, something.
Yeah.
But so what do you think? Even if there wasn't language, like I post these things to start conversations. It doesn't mean I agree with what he's saying. I want to
of
see what
course,
other
of course.
people think. So I think that if that was true, if there was no language, it would be pictures, ideas, maybe not
Mhm.
words or whatever. Just like I'm always fascinated by people who speak multiple languages. I'm always like, what language do you dream in? That's huge to
Mhm.
me because I think that makes a big difference. But so I think it would still be pictures, whatever. But what do you guys think?
Well, I think when I have like I kind of like feel, for example, when I wake up, like I feel gratitude. Like I'll give that example. Like that's the first thing I feel, but I don't have to like put the words like I'm so great. I'm feeling grateful. Like I don't imagine the words all the time. Sometimes I do, but like it's just a feeling I have.
Yeah.
But
you
if
know,
I
and
say
send it
like,
out. Yeah.
if I say 15 balloons in an ice cream carrot, what do you see in your head?
15 balloons and ice cream carrot. I can
15 balloons in an ice cream carrot. Flying a car with a
I can
with a
I can
deer
see that.
on the
Yeah,
roof.
I'm imagining it.
Yeah, but it took. So what's your point, though? It took language to get her to picture that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the words seems to become pictures in your head. Like if I say bicycle, you see a
Oh, yeah.
bicycle in your head.
Right.
But
So-
if there's no word to kick it off,
Yeah.
how
Then
do you
in,
get
how-
in
there?
my, I guess what we're talking about is like inner dialogue. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need words inside my own head.
But
to,
don't
like,
you-
generate?
You say you don't need words, but don't you use words?
Like that
Well, of
motherfucker's
course.
looking at me strange. That motherfucker over there. But you say it to
Okay,
yourself.
let me give you another
Inside.
example. Okay, I was born deaf in my left ear, so I don't have
Really? You don't
Yes.
hear jack shit.
So jack shit. No, I do hear sometimes. I hear hot dog whistles and I've heard.
But
in my
it's
ear
like-
while I'm fasting for like a couple of minutes at a
But
time.
it's pretty
So
much
another
off.
story.
That was
Yep,
also.
it's-
So you don't hear
that's your-
stereo.
That's your right side, Vince.
Oh yeah. So you don't hear you only hear mono, kinda.
I can't hear in surround sound. That's correct. So, but
not-
because of this, and let's talk about a person who's born deaf in both ears. Like, what's their
Yeah.
inner dialogue if they've never learned?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I know.
crazy.
Okay.
It's hard to ask them also.
Unless they know ASL. But you know, I'm just saying there are times like when there are times I can't hear at all. Like when I go to sleep, I sleep on my right side, and I sleep, you know, so I don't hear anything. But
Yeah.
I'm digressing a little bit. But I'm just saying, like,
No, that's
you know.
interesting to know.
Duly
Here.
noted. That's when you enter the premises. I'm just kidding.
so
Okay.
but you know, it doesn't mean like if I'm cut off from something like a conversation or whatever, and I miss a lot of things. I always have all my life, obviously. And I'm like, but I still like pick up on what's going on in the room. I guess I could even be like, there are people like when I married my second husband, he didn't speak a lot of English, but I still married him and I still understood. Like we made it, you know, we make it work. And there are people who marry him who don't speak their language, right?
Yeah. That's true.
And
What?
like you
That's
still
nuts.
have experiences.
Well,
you
yeah,
still,
body
like,
language is a
body
huge
language.
thing. Like watching how people. Yep, that's a good segue. It's a good segue. So that's what I wanted to bring up. Like you were on Stu Peters, right? Like how did?
Yes.
If you're
By the
comfortable
way, I
sharing
just
it,
gotta
how
say
did
this
that
real quick.
happen? Did he just
He
reach
just
out to you?
asked
And
me before I got on your show to be on tomorrow again.
Oh, really?
oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll be
Cool.
on Stu again for the third time tomorrow, and then I'll be on Lance in the evening. So tomorrow I'm gonna have a very busy day.
You know, you could maybe say, "Hey, last night I was on Phone Booth Podcast." You know.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna do
She's
something
like,
with
I
me,
won't, but
and
you know.
you're gonna do something with me, Jonah, and Laz tomorrow too, right?
Tomorrow. That's what
Yes.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Got a busy
Yeah, so
schedule.
I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you?
All right.
With him.
What-
We literally have 19 minutes left, so tell us.
Oh, okay.
It goes by quick, right? So, and normally I wouldn't cut you off, but we have something else in 30 minutes after this. So,
Okay.
tell us how that happened. How did what?
Yeah. So okay. So what happened was he just came in my DMs and then
Slid in
and
it.
Did he
slid
come?
in my DMs.
Did he come in your DMs?
Slid in my DMs. And no, I was like very surprised. Obviously, he followed me back first of all. And I was like, "Oh well, Stu followed me back," and he just came in my DMs and said, "Hey, I'm doing a show on Erica Kirk's fake grievance tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you would come on as a behavioral analyst." And I was like, "Of course I will," you know. And before I went on the show the next day, you know, we talked previously, and he vetted me and I asked him, and he confirmed that he saw what is now my pinned post. That's how he found me. He just ran into that post. And yeah, we talked about law school. So he's in Minneapolis, which is where I went to law school. So he's very familiar with my law school.
Nice.
I sent him information about the program I did, the dispute resolution program. So we talked about that. And we just, you know, we talked about like how I became a body language expert and stuff like that.
See, that is what
Now
we
I'm
should have
afraid.
talked about. Yeah.
This is the first time we've talked on camera. Are you critiquing my body language? I'm just.
She
gonna
will
do
never
this the
tell
whole
you.
time.
Okay, let me just say,
She will
I
never tell you.
never am like critiquing, but it's like this is just something that like I have.
Yeah.
So I always am aware of everyone's like body
Yep.
language, right?
So
It's
just
You're
tell
like
the truth.
AI.
After
You're like
2
AI.
minutes, after 2 minutes of speaking to me, you were like, "Yeah, he's a real ass nigga. I could tell. He real. I could tell."
Well,
Don't
she
worry,
would
it's
never
okay.
tell you. That's the thing. She would say, "Yeah, you're real.
She's gotta
Yes, you're real.
keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, you're pretty real. Yeah,
but-
you're so
but
real."
Kudos on that. That's a big thing to be
Thanks.
asked to be on his
Yeah.
show. That's a big thing. No
He's
matter
a
what you
really
think
nice
of him,
guy. He really is.
That's
He's
what
really
I would
down to earth.
assume.
He is.
Like people say a lot of stuff, but anything I've seen from him seems genuine. I don't know either way. I
Yeah.
have no clue. I don't know.
I
if
just
people-
don't-
I'll critique him and just say that he is a very nice, genuine guy. Like I'll just say that. Like that's my feedback.
Your
on him.
take. Yep.
Yep.
I just
So-
disagree with the Trump thing, but
So what
I'm a
is
Trump
your
guy.
take on the whole Erica Kirk thing? While we got you here.
Oh yeah, she is like casebook liar,
Yeah.
manipulator, deceiver, like possibly reptilian. We won't go there.
with those eyes, right?
Yeah, they're
Well,
real fucking weird for sure.
She's I mean, I knew immediately, like right away. I was like, oh, this is bad. Like she's got like every indicator of deception going on. She's got
sociopath.
all of them. She's got all of them. Yeah.
Because
all her micro
sometimes
expressions, body language, everything. Liar.
sometimes it feels there is another layer to it as well, like feeling the frequency of like feeling something's off with somebody. I don't know, like vibe, you know? Like,
Yeah.
You'll see. I even say I started off saying for
Jen, say
I'm
that
not
again.
retarded. I'm not
Say that
retarded.
again. Say that again because the first of
Okay.
what you said got
Sorry.
blocked.
If you look
Huh?
at my pin post, I basically said that in there that yes, I have the training, but I'm also just like not retarded. So I can tell just by I mean,
Yeah.
you could look at her, anybody could look at her, right, without training and just see that this woman is just like she's putting
Something's
off
off.
these like mad, crazy, evil vibes of like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
When she
Yeah.
did the eyes, you know, when they mentioned, who was it? They mentioned Candace Owens or something. She did those eyes in that interview. Her eyes reminded me a little bit of Hillary Clinton's eyes.
Yeah.
Hillary
Oh,
Clinton
fucking
has crazy eyes.
Candace did that or Erica did that?
Erica did the eyes. When
Okay.
the interviewer said, Candace Owens, what do you think about she's saying
She's
this?
like,
So
She went
so
like
the second time I went on Stu, he asked me to critique Candace Owens. And I'll just put out there right now that I mean Ted already knows this, but like I do not like Candace Owens. I have never been a Candace Owens.
Why?
Yeah.
Briefly. Do you know?
I think she's full of shit. I know stuff about her background, and I also think she's it's very psyopy. I'm not falling for it. I never have fallen for any of her stuff. But because of course he asked me to do that, I've seen a lot of her clips, but I had never watched any full length.
like a full. I've never seen a full length one.
Dude.
Either,
Well,
actually.
because he asked me to do that, I watched her full length interview with when she supposedly met with Erica. So I watched that whole show that night before I met with him. And then when I got on that second show, it was just he asked me to watch some clips of Candace and critique certain things. So that was the second show.
You know what would be cool, Ted?
What? Yes.
And you, Jen. If we had you on, and then we watched have you seen the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial?
I watched
was-
a lot of that. I watched a lot of that when I was yeah.
Will you do that live stream with us?
Yeah, for
A
sure.
live stream where we
that's
just watch the
hilarious.
trial? That'd be so good.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Because that
that
bitch
is
lied her
so
ass off.
hilarious. Especially with he's all like the hearsay stuff and all those clips are
Yes.
fucking crazy, right? Oh yeah.
I loved
So
I
good.
loved that was live streamed, that court case, because
right.
I think that whole thing destroyed the whole Me Too movement, because up until that time it was women cannot lie, believe all women.
Yeah.
And then Amber Heard took the what do you
Oh,
say, the testimony
Is the definition of a deceitful microexpression, right?
Dude.
But there's some clips that put her and Erica up together, like, and they
Oh.
compare them and their eyes just like,
I did not know that.
yeah, no, they're like two peas in a pod, man.
So people who are our age, I can't believe I missed this. I think I said it to Vince before, but I think it's too big to not mention again in a funny way. Sheepdog sent it to me. So you remember the whole Me Too movement? You guys moved it, right? What was it? It was hashtag Me Too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we grew up, what did you call the hashtag symbol?
What was it called now?
Pound.
All that.
It was the
Pound?
pound sign.
Pound? Oh yeah, pound.
So pound Me Too.
Yeah,
That was
pound.
their movement, was
Oh.
pound Me Too.
Actually, no, I did think pound in my mind, but I was thinking, did we call it something?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're forgetting now because it's getting late in the game. But yeah, it was called
like,
the
yeah, no, it
pound
was
sign.
It was like pound.
That's
yeah,
what we called it till hashtag. And when hashtag, I was like, hashtag, that's called the pound sign.
It is.
So
called,
it
is pound.
it was literally pound Me Too was their
Pound.
movement
Crazy.
Mhm.
to not pound Me Too. just to show you how psyops work. It's fucking insane.
It's so stupid, right?
That was a weapon,
Yeah.
though. That was a weapon against men. That shit.
Yeah.
You could literally
Yeah.
non-physically kill men off, because that's what it is. If you destroy their reputation and all that shit that way, you're basically killing them without killing them physically. So in that moment, it was like from 2017 to 2022 or something. That was a super dangerous time for men. Like anybody that was in the target there.
It's ridiculous. Like, don't get me wrong. I obviously agree that forcing yourself sexually on women is wrong. I agree that unwanted attention is wrong. But I think somewhere we went wrong, where a guy that works for a corporation can't tell a woman, "Oh, you look good in that dress," without it becoming a sexual harassment lawsuit. Like,
fucking retarded.
This is insane. Like, "Oh, I love your haircut. You're beautiful." Oh my God, he sexually harassed me. Like,
you're dead.
and really, so like, let's go back.
Crazy,
let's ask a woman, back to cat calls, like construction workers, like, "Hey, baby," blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, I know all women were like, "Ew, that's gross," but in the back of your mind, like,
it's not gross.
When guys stop. When guys stop
It
saying
depends which
that,
guy, maybe.
that's when it. Well, yeah, but still, like, think of it
some
the other
women-
way. Like, if you were walking down the street, Vince, would it matter what the woman looked like that was like, "Hey, baby, you look good in them jeans"?
I mean,
You'd
was,
be like,
if it was a
"Well, you're
monstrous
gross."
woman.
Yeah, but at worst, you'd be like, "You're disgusting," but thank you. Like, that would be it.
Sure.
I have to say that women are lying when they say they don't like being catcalled.
Exactly. The only
That's
thing they
bullshit.
hate worse than that is not being catcalled anymore. Because
that's
then they're like,
bullshit.
"Now I'm old and no one wants me anymore."
And also, when women post about their catcall stories, they're all bullshit.
It's just like the women that post in the gym, like,
I was gonna say that, you son of a cock.
guys always look at me like you're wearing
has-
things that your pussy lip is hanging out.
Yeah,
of course guys are looking at you.
She's
What the
literally naked, bending
I
over in
know.
front of you, and like, why are you looking?
Yeah. Like
this
if
creepy
I got-
dude was watching me. Like, you set up your
Yeah.
camera and see your butthole, and he's
Yeah.
watching you. But
It's just a different color.
If I get
You're
catcalled,
practically naked.
I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna post that because I know what's gonna happen. A bunch of girls are gonna get in there and be like, "Oh, you're just trying to get attention," or "Oh,
Yeah.
that never happened." Or I would never post a story like that. That's so
That's what I
stupid.
think's absurd when women are like, "Men don't like women. Women don't like women." If you want to know who
No.
doesn't like women, it's
Yeah.
other women.
Women
That's who
hate
doesn't
women.
like women.
Women really do hate women. It's very hard to get them to not do that.
I know. It is.
I mean, I've tried, yet to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yet to be successful. I'm
really
not giving
weird.
up, but yeah,
No, there's a few women who are not.
very, very few.
You
You
know who
barely see
speaks
them.
highly
How about
of you is
my
Allie.
Allie girl.
Allie speaks very highly of you.
She's very creative.
She didn't
Amazing.
even
Oh, is
know
that an
that-
alley shirt?
She didn't even know that you and I were friends. And when I mentioned publicly
Uh-huh.
that you were going to be on, she's like, "Oh, that's awesome. I love her." I was like, "Oh, I know. I love her too."
Yeah, no, we go way back too, me and Allie. So that's weird. Like, yeah, it's like interesting that no, she's like
I know that I know
nuts.
Allie and you know Allie, but we didn't know that we all knew Allie
Yeah.
and she knew all.
It's
Yep.
a
She's
small
just
club.
such a pure, awesome human. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
Check out
And her
Detoxing
shirts
the
are the
Matrix.
best, and they're so
on-
cozy too.
They are. Don't forget to check out our shirts also. They're awesome too.
Detox. Shit, that could have been an episode in itself. The whole girl thing or the fucking body language thing.
That's what I love. I mean, she should have you on.
We spent too
because
much
then we-
talking about food, man. Anyways, go.
food
Well,
man.
I guess I'll just have to come back.
Yeah, no. Actually, I'd really
Yeah.
love to have you back for a live stream, but also another episode too. But I think a live stream would be awesome because we could break down the video of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
That's a great one. Yeah. And other
That'd
stuff.
That'd be
too.
that'd be great, especially since I'm a lawyer. That would be extra fun.
Oh yes,
So that's a great
What?
idea. Yeah.
it is. And over here in the phone booth, we always try new shit. You know, we
Okay.
we do.
grow or die,
That'd be good.
motherfucker. New
So, yeah,
shit.
we need to do that. So you're
All right, I'm
usually
gonna get a
free in the
subscription
evenings, right?
soon. I'm gonna get a subscription soon. It told me I qualified the other day, and then it was all haha, just kidding, because I got over 5 million views, and then it was and I went in to do it, and then it was like, Never mind. So I put in a little ticket with X. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, and then watch Stu
I'm
tomorrow.
surprised
and
you
then I'll
don't.
be on
You have.
your-
Stu tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
when-
What time? What time?
Well, I don't know what time it's gonna air, but it's gonna air before your show.
It better.
It's not going to air before our
course.
show. Well,
Why not?
publicly, yes, but not on Substack. 'cause
Which
I'm,
show?
I'm just saying it'll
okay.
be up on
I
our
see what
Substack
you're
before
saying.
that.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so
tomorrow.
send me the thing and I'll retweet it or whatever for whatever that's worth anymore because my posts don't get any views, but it's cool. I like it. It's so fun.
Yeah. So
We'll send out,
this.
send
Go,
out some
Jen.
good
Go.
juju so your posts get views.
You're gonna send Jews.
Whoa. Juju. There's a difference
Ah.
between Juju and Jew.
That's
There's
a double
difference.
Jew. It's a dualistic Jew.
It's J-U-J-U, okay?
Yeah,
Juju.
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 Yeah, but it sounds awfully close. Like
Well,
to
it
Jew.
doesn't sound like it's exact. It's just
Juju.
it's just
It's a
two
super
of them.
Jew.
It
It's
means
a
good
super Jew.
vibes. Good juju.
Sure.
Good vibes, Vince. Good vibes.
I don't get
Good vibes,
Juju.
Good vibes.
I don't
No,
know.
so
Do I get-
before we wrap up,
good
tell
vibes?
everyone where to find you. And that's what I meant before when I was like, what do? You post awesome fucking shit. But also
yeah,
let me pull her up.
pull her up. First you were
Oh.
throwing her
Yeah.
down, now you're pulling
Yeah,
her up.
yeah,
throwing
first
her
you're telling
down.
her throwing down.
Throwing her down. Now I'm pulling her up. Throwing her up.
All right.
Here you go. Go here. What is it?
Okay.
BlueMontauk.
Blue
What's
up?
Montauk, yes. Go there
Check that shit.
and follow me.
Yeah.
And check out her posts, all her shit. So
Thank you.
No, don't check out the post. Just follow. Without.
before we wrap up, tell me, this is always hard. If there's one thing you want people to know, like, no, hey, I'm going to question you on it. Just one thing that you want people to know, what would it be?
I want you to know that you can actually make an impact here.
Mm.
You can make an
That's great.
impact on X. Like, even if you feel like you're having a bad day, your posts aren't doing well, you don't feel like you're making a difference here, you definitely can. And if people in your family, your friend group, or whatever are telling you, like, get off X or don't do that, or you're wasting your time or whatever, like, that's bullshit. Like, you can definitely make a difference in other people's life if what you're posting is like you're doing it with good intent and you're trying to put out good. You're gonna make it.
That must mean I don't have good intents at all because shit
You know
never
what's-
changed in my area. Huh?
What's crazy is you're the first person I've asked that to, literally, that didn't go, oh, damn, man, I don't know. Like, you immediately had an answer. That was great.
Yeah, that was a great answer though. Like you can also say like your actions can change the future. Even if you don't see even if you do something and you don't see the fruits of the labor or whatever you say.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't know down the line a few years that what you did that and this and that. You know what I mean? Like you can affect change. You literally can. That was a very good.
You can.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk a lot about like my intuitive side, my clairvoyant side stuff, but I know some of the stuff I put out makes a difference. I know, even if it's like a handful of people or whatever told me this or that,
Yeah.
I know it's helping some
Dude,
people, and that means a
what-
lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we get lost in that sometimes. What's a handful of people?
Well, I
5,
don't
6?
know,
Like, if you can change 5 people's lives, could you do
Mhm.
that without X? Could you reach those 5 people? Like, I've
No.
literally had people DM me and say, I didn't commit suicide because of one of your posts. Like, the story's longer than that, but that's what it comes down to. I never could have reached them ever, no matter how hard I tried, without this. So, as much as there's a bad side to X, and right now I'm about fucking fed up with it, there's a good side because I met you here. I met Vince here. I met people who are more real and more important to
Yeah.
me in my life than people I've met in flesh and blood because I know them better because they're more real on there and they're more free to be themselves. So all I'm saying is I completely agree with what you're saying, that this is
Yeah.
a great way to reach people, even if you don't think it is.
Yeah, and especially from someone who doesn't have, I hardly have anybody in my family right now who's even talking to me again. And like, I've also like built family here. You know, Ted, knowing you for, these years has just been amazing. You're part of my family. And
I think we're coming up on 3 years, right?
Oh, it's okay.
2026, 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
I think 3 years of knowing each other and going back and forth. Almost you too, Vince. 3 years?
Yeah.
A long time.
Family. I get what you're saying. Family. I don't keep any contact almost with my family except my brother in Iran. But family doesn't have to be family. What I mean is blood.
Yes.
It could be a completely different person that is just a good person.
That gets you.
Yeah, so that becomes your family. It's all about the actions, really. I don't give a fuck about blood if the actions is not there.
Is it blood or is it vibration?
I don't give
people
a fuck
who are
about
on the same vibration. Because there's a ton of
vibration.
people in my family that I have the same blood as that I'm like, no. And there's a stranger I'll meet that I'm like, oh, you're on the same. And immediately. Like this person is riding the same vibe I am. But I know I don't want to get into it too deep, and we're like literally at 2 hours. But just talking about dealing with stuff, I know that I don't know what you're comfortable with sharing, but I know that you touched on it with a lot of repercussions, and you suspended or deleted your account even for a while because of these repercussions of things you were posting and people in your real life having trouble with them. Is that something you're comfortable talking about? If not,
I got off X for, I don't know, like 3 months, I guess, ish. To try to, just to try to hopefully have some amends, but it didn't happen.
But it was because they were having trouble with things you were saying and posting, correct? Like, I'm just saying because I had the same experience in my life. That's why I'm asking about
That's
it.
crazy. It's like,
but again,
none of your business.
I learned that, doing that is not going to make a difference. And so it just reinforced what I know is to stay here and make the difference here that I am making. And so it taught me the lesson that I needed to know.
The people that you can't appease, you'll never be able to appease, period.
That's correct.
Like, that's it. It's like, you can try, and I've tried. I've been there. I've tried to bend and not say what I believe just to keep peace. And in the end, it turns out the same.
You become a slave to those people then.
You do.
You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Like,
Well,
I've tried
everybody.
with family. Like,
I'll say one thing that, like, it took me years to have self-love because I'm just like, I grew up not knowing what it was. And now I understand in that long journey, which I know we're short on time, but that long journey, but what self-love means is also loving myself unconditionally. Okay. The way that I've loved others. And that means, of course, without conditions, which means I have to demonstrate and be a good example of showing my family and everyone that I do love myself unconditionally, and I'm going to continue pursuing my passions. And that means
it's the only thing you can do, right?
Yeah.
Follow your fucking internal heart. I don't know what the fuck. Follow your what you feel is right, no matter who.
Yeah.
Literally, no matter who. My mom could say whatever. I say none of your business. I'm my own soul. I know I came from you, sure, but I'm my own soul. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyways.
I completely agree.
But hey, listen, Jen, let's book that fucking Amber Heard thing. And also
another second episode, both of them.
And also,
I'll get
check
in touch
out
with you. We'll set it up.
BlueMontauk Jen at
Tomorrow.
Stu Peters tomorrow, and also tomorrow, and also tomorrow, and also on the Dualistic, I guess. You can catch BlueMontauk Jen with me
Tomorrow also.
Jonah on and Laz 9 p.m. EST.
You're a busy woman. I like it.
I'm a busy woman. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, we'll talk soon. We'll set those other things up.
Okay, guys.
Appreciate
And
you.
make sure to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Don't be a bitch.
That's where
And
it all
now,
is.
go fuck yourselves individually.
Peace and fuck yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes.